Hey everyone, welcome.
Hello.
We're gonna play Tomb of Annihilation. We missed last week. Did we miss the week before that too?
No,
I don't know.
you only missed last week because I
Oh,
was
My brain is all wobble bobble because I've been
Which is why
sick.
we missed last week.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It is.
but welcome. Hi, it's good to be back. I feel a ton better. I kind of feel like I still look sick. I feel sunken in my face. But yeah. How is everybody? I see Kels is eating some grub.
Now I'm just
Anything.
waiting for dinner to finish cooking.
I got some grub that I will be eating eventually.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
me too.
delicious pie.
What kind of pie?
It's cherry pie.
Very good.
Is she your cherry pie though? That's the big question.
What was that?
I said, is she your cherry pie though? Is
You
that
just
the-
made a bad joke. You didn't need to pay
Oh, she.
attention.
Gotcha. And yes, she is.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna be that
You guys
kind of
should know
game.
by now that all my jokes are bad.
And boulders fall
I mean,
on your
you are
head.
certified for
No.
dad jokes, so it's okay.
You are certified for dad jokes. You're welcome to do as you please in that department, sir.
pizza is a good pie alternative, but what happens if you get pizza pie? Then it's kind of the same.
So, Chicago style pizza deep dish is definitely
Oh.
pie or casserole. It's one
Casserole.
of the two.
It's casserole.
It's definitely casserole.
It's advanced lasagna.
Lasagna is club
Now,
sandwich though, so
What's
I will
really
never back
the
up from that.
controversy though is cheesecake cake or pie.
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 It is pie.
Pie. We all agree. We're just like
It's pie.
I agree with you guys, but this became a big thing at my work.
Was
No, it's pie.
lasagna is pasta cake.
no, lasagna is a club sandwich, and it makes
How is
total
that-
sense. I
Hold
don't know
on.
what you guys
How
are
is
talking
lasagna
about.
a club sandwich? How is
Because-
lasagna a club sandwich?
Because
is not
the
a club
difference
Explain.
between pasta and bread is not significant enough to take it out of the sandwich family. Specifically, lasagna pasta.
But then you could
They're
make the
made out of
same.
different grains.
You understand that I haven't wavered on this for 10 years, so you guys
Yeah,
aren't going to
where's the
me.
bacon lasagna? See, gentleman Joe Gath over here bringing up a good point. Where's the bacon lasagna?
That's one of the most important questions.
You can make bacon lasagna. I'm
There's,
sure of it.
there's like
You
five
can make-
kinds of
You
bread.
can make spaghetti out of squid ink. You can do anything, okay?
Not out of squid ink, with squid ink. Difference.
No.
That is pretty different.
Have you ever played any farming simulator? I'm going to
Yes.
go out on a limb and say that I don't know. One of the harvest moons has
A very runny
squid ink
pasta.
pasta.
Look, if I went to Stardew Valley and I could you can catch squid in Stardew, I'm pretty sure.
You
Pretty
can.
sure.
It's a rare winter fish.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
think
catch
you
it
could
while
only
it's
make
snowing.
sushi out of it. I don't remember though.
You can only make sushi out of it. Oh shit,
Yeah.
there's lotion on the. God damn it! I'm just terrible at everything. All right, guys, welcome to Tomb of Annihilation, where everything just goes exactly as planned.
That's exactly how Tomb of Annihilation
Every
goes.
time.
That's why it's called Tomb of Planned Annihilation.
Yes, planned annihilation.
Yeah.
Rin, you look so focused right now.
It's because I'm letting Forge know that I'm basically more or less the same thing what I told you that, Thursdays I might not be available, but I'm letting him know Wednesdays and Sundays what days I may not be here.
Gotcha.
But just in case
Yeah,
I
so June is kind of going to be a play it by ear situation for us here on the Tomb of Annihilation cast because
I'm about 90% sure the two midweeks are okay. The 2nd through the 8th, I am completely unavailable. Like that entire week, I am not doing anything because I will be gone.
yeah, and I am not certain of when or if, but I may experience some scheduling changes that would push this show back at least a half an hour at the very
That's also
least.
fine. That just means more sleep.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
at the very least because I would be working if the shift changes, I'd be working 4 10s, and I'm pretty sure they're only letting us take off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
That's still awesome.
It is
Ridiculous.
pretty awesome, but you know what's even cooler? If you get the weekend off and Wednesday off, so you never work more than 2 consecutive days and you never get stressed out or burn out, and it's just like life is great.
I did that for a couple of
before.
years.
It
It
was
was
That would be
amazing.
cool too. Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday.
Yeah,
You
because
just veg out.
nobody, you can, like Wednesday, you can get all your shit done, and the weekends, you can do your weekend things, you know?
Yeah, wow, that is actually like a crazy cool idea.
And then you
Yeah.
also
It's
don't have to,
fantastic.
you don't have enough time of consecutive work to dread going to work every day.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Monday followed by Friday.
Awful either.
Monday followed by Friday. Just that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10s are actually a lot easier to work than people think too, because it's like
I
you
love
just
it.
break that early morning stride, and then the rest of the day flies.
See, I've always been an early morning person. Like my first job as an adult, I started at 4 o'clock, and I was like making gelato or baking cakes at 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's just like any opportunity I get to do an early job, I've done it.
I would die.
You know, I used to think that. I used to be definitely a super late night owl, but now I start work at 5 a.m. and it's totally fine, except for the fact that I also can't go to sleep before 9 o'clock. So I get a consistent 7 hours of sleep a night.
Hmm.
That's nice.
See,
I
I'm a person who goes to bed at like 1 or 2 in the morning and then wakes up at 9. So
I'm a person who like will either go like 48 hours without sleeping or sleep for 48 hours straight. So
Oof.
yeah.
nope,
But anywho,
not me. Not me. Yeah. I mean, that's a thing. Aside from sleep, which I imagine we've all been doing, I've had weird role-playing game things other than Masks, which Masks has been great. We had a great first session. That was
Fun.
awesome.
Shay killed people.
Yeah, which was just
was
oh
it with
boy.
her mind?
Kinda.
Sort of.
She chopped a dude's hands off with her like psychic blade, and then drank his another two guys' life essence by like basically using the force and putting her hands up to their faces and doing like the rogue thing, but
I
she
did-
drank them like Capri Suns.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know
in
Mess
front of a
was a
crowded bank.
dark game.
She
but
was
okay.
It's not supposed to be, but this is the character she made, and we were all surprised. She was playing she's playing a character type called the Doomed, and it's basically like the Raven character.
Yeah, I was about to say it sounds like it's a Raven character, so it's like
Yeah.
you're
The-
partially
get your-
bad.
You're basically a warlock, but your patron is super evil, and you need to herald them into existence and destroy the world, and you're supposed to fight against it.
Yeah.
Man,
Like
the
the-
Teen Titan comics were so good.
Right? The Doomed is like it calls it out and it's like this will make it a darker game, but like darker in the case of like you have to grapple the fact that your character arc will almost
Eventually lead there.
pretty much eventually lead to you dying unless
right
you do a specific, you're able to go and do the advancement where you change playbooks. It's the only way you avoid dying. Otherwise, you will eventually die. But killing people, on the other hand, not within that call out of
Excuse
that
me.
book, of that
was
playbook.
really loud.
So, but otherwise, outside of that, we have a Nova who well doesn't quite have control of his powers, which makes sense because he's a Nova. We have a Janus who is called, her hero name is Hummingbird. She has supernatural senses and impossible ability, so she's super quick, and she can sense things before they're coming, which is cool. And then I have my character, which is basically just a mech pilot.
Okay.
Her name is.
Are you the Japanese spider girl?
No, she's more like if Makoto from Persona 5 had a mech instead of a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
That's the best approximation I can give you. She's Persian. Her real name is Parisa Zarkan. Her hero name is Arena. Her mentor is some jackass named Steel Gunner, real name Shinobu Arrington, because I was looking for names and I was like, I randomly generated Shinobu Arrington, and I'm like, this is a superhero name. This is one. So maybe I might be able to turn my mech into a motorcycle. That'd be pretty cool. We'll see. Maybe that'd be like the coolest comic book transformation. Just like my mech turns into a motorcycle.
I'm
Going
pretty
down the
sure
street.
there was an anime about that.
Probably.
Uh-oh, it didn't work. Or do I
Ah!
spell out your whole name? See?
I think you might have to
Go
cut
ahead.
up my entire name.
Why did I make it so difficult for myself? That's like
I don't
doubling
know.
the letters.
That's your fault.
Yeah, it is
that
my
your
fault.
That's
What did
true.
you do? What happened?
I'm well.
I've got
Uh,
a hint. I've got a hint. You know how you fix this?
I go to Nightbot and I change it.
Yes.
No.
I was gonna say
Copy
focus on
paste
monster
it and
trucks.
create a second one that has and then you have them both.
Yeah.
Oh, in case I'm like, oh, I have to type the whole thing, but then I'm like, oh wait, I have a
Or
shortcut.
somebody or one of your I don't know, perhaps one of your mods types the entire thing because
Mhm.
it's like,
Ooh,
hey, it's full name. I know that.
moderators.
Yeah. What are those?
I like moderators.
Who
I-
knows?
Moderators.
hey, I've moderated a thing or two.
The command, the Nightbot commands, and a friend, the shadow commands. Oh, and they cut out a bit. Oh no.
Oh no.
But yeah, I've been doing that, and I'm now GMing a cyberpunk game on Sunday.
Ooh.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
I'm using Karma in the Dark, which is a Blades in the Dark hack.
Yeah.
That's
How
like
playable is it?
it's actually pretty playable so far because
Okay.
the interesting thing with it so far is that it has world creation as part of it. So you do world creation and then crew creation and then character creation. Some
Okay.
of it is not super well written, especially the character creation part, but because it's built on a basis of blades, it isn't so bad.
Mm.
And there's also parts of it where I did a stream a few days ago of working on Republic City by Night again, and I was like, some of the stuff in this game, like some of the playbook stuff and some of the characters, I'm like, this is perfect for my own game because I have a crew type that's literally investigators, which has no equivalent in blades, but in Karma in the Dark, because it's cyberpunk, you could be like, there's a crew type called fact finders. Literally
Hmm.
just that. They're just like we're reporters / like PIs. We go out and do that. I'm like, this is great. We'll see how it really goes because obviously I've only done session 0. I haven't done session 1 yet, but like the world we created is a weird, it's very strange because in that game you have relevance markers, so they're basically like 3 things in the world that determine whether you're a have or a have not, essentially.
Mm.
And we chose cybernetic status. So in our world, if you don't have cybernetics, you're more relevant than people who do.
Interesting.
Which
Okay.
has to do with magic.
Purity and stuff.
Yeah, like it has to do with magic and the fact that Nikola Tesla is a technolich. It's a whole thing.
Oh,
Awesome.
fun.
No,
I like that.
Yeah,
Go
I'm a
on.
big fan.
I'll get to that after I finish the other 2. There's the status of your birth. So firstborns are preferred over other children because the official status of the states that exist in this apocalyptic world is that you're supposed to not have a lot of children. But of course, rich people don't give a shit, or rich people, the haves don't care, because the third thing is family, and people with extended families have more power than people who are single family. The reason Nikola Tesla is a technolich is
Did he
because
Tesla coil himself into magical death powers? Oh,
Pretty
he made the
much,
death
yes.
ray.
pretty much yes.
So
Um,
basically, he's Dr. Manhattan.
So in the
That's
game,
good.
one of the things you do for like using as like cultural and historical touchstones for your technology is it's basically shorthand as the future of insert time period. So it gives examples like Horizon Zero Dawn is the future of the Stone Age. Like it's in the future. It's like there's apocalypse and stuff, but like the cultural and historical touchstones are the Stone Age.
Mhm.
And like Neuromancer is the future of the night. Neuromancer and Shadowrun are the future of the 1980s, and like Starship Troopers is the future of the 1950s, but so is Fallout, and they're very different ways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The book, I should say, not the movie, because
Mhm.
the movie is something else.
Amazing.
The movie's great.
That's
I love the
Is
movie.
what you meant to say.
Yeah, the movie is great. I'm just saying it's not.
Past the first one exists though. You don't pass the first one.
The CG ones are really good, but the actual live action ones are hot garbage. The sequels, not the first one. The first
Right.
one always.
The first one is it's great. So we did the future of the 1900s, so like the turn of the 20th century, and we included we were like so the only thing,
Zeppelins.
so yeah, Zeppelins, the secessionist movement, like all that kind of
So
stuff.
it's steampunk cyberpunk.
Yeah, it's like it
Nice.
has the cultural touchstones of
Coal
1900s,
punk.
but like it's still cyberpunk. It's a whole thing. There's like holograms are a big thing.
Saints doing a double punk.
Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Oh god, this just
Yeah.
reminds me of the time when
Wow.
we in the Scum and Villainy game that I was running, we went to a bar and the bar was steampunk themed where they used holograms to make everything more old timey and like
Nice.
literally everyone becomes sepia tone when you walk into the door because
Awesome.
of lighting.
That's
It
awesome.
sounds like every single what's it called? Damn, how am I drawing? I'm gonna draw a blank on everything tonight, so you guys are in for a great game. What are they called? Damn it.
Describe it.
A bar that's hidden.
Speakeasy.
Basement. Yeah,
Speakeasy.
every speakeasy I've been into just turns everything sepia tone and like
Yeah.
hardly able to see. It's like
That's
that
how it
perfect
works.
level of lighting
Yeah, yeah.
where it's
exactly.
like everyone is mysterious. You don't
That
even have
perfect
to
level of
be
lighting where
mysterious.
it's terrible for filming.
Mm.
In addition to that, everybody inside has to speak like, "Mer," see?
yeah. See,
Mer.
you're in Chicago now. But yeah. So Nikola Tesla, back when he was alive, was developing like death rays and stuff.
Yep.
And at one point,
As one does.
just like he passed into basically this other dimension where this magic was the source. It's called in this. And he died. Like his body died. He still died. We're all just like, okay, the timeline's fair. It's still there. However, he was actually over in that like dimension, and so a century plus later, he shows back up.
Schrodinger's Tesla.
Yeah,
There you go.
he shows
Wow,
back
that
up
took effort.
through a tear in reality. It's just like,
As you do.
hello everyone, I'm back.
I'm back and also a lich now.
Yeah,
Hey, you
and then he
guys want
starts.
free wireless internet across the entire world?
I mean, you'd say that. Unfortunately, magic really fucks with technology because
Oh.
magic's like, so magic is like a sentient thing. There's like the source, which is like the sentient force that magic is from in
So
Carmen
like
the Dark.
Aragon.
Yeah, a bit like Aragon.
So-
And it has a goal. It has a purpose that it drives towards. A drive, yeah. The drive we chose for it was like the destruction of like rational order / like science, basically. So started going after technology and like corrupting technology, which is why there's a whole thing about cybernetics in this, where it's like people who don't have cybernetics are obviously less susceptible to magic, which is not exactly true, but whatever.
Mm.
So Saint, I love you,
But
but
gotta
we
go
just
do
went
this.
on for 20 minutes with that.
I was about to dive into a magic and technology in world setting tangent too, but if you ever want to see a great execution of that, look up the old Sierra RPG game Arcanum, Steamwork, and Magic Obscura.
I've heard of that. I heard of it.
It's so good, and they do the like magic conflicting with technology very well.
I
With the fine
recommend.
example of wizards aren't allowed to ride on trains because their temporal displacement will just destroy everybody riding in it, moving at the high speeds that a train can go at. It's like they go to the back of the train if they have to take one.
I recommend anything that's not Shadowrun 5th edition.
Yeah.
The demo for the 6th edition dropped this week. and so
Hopefully,
far
it's
it
like
looks
300 less pages.
they
It's-
said it's very condensed now.
That's
And
Yeah.
watching it looked like it was much more manageable.
okay.
And
So you could actually be a summoner and know what the hell you're doing.
yeah, see, that way.
From what I've heard and what I've read, because I haven't read the demo, but I've read people who are like seen the game already. It still barely still
Linear.
has some problems. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
But what I saw, like, you can actually play a Decker now.
I mean, that was the biggest
That's
problem,
good.
though.
That's
with the previous
kind of
versions
important.
Shadowrun.
right?
The thing is, Deckers and what the heck is the other thing that can just do it? They're all like,
Riggers.
Technomancers?
Technomancers.
They like exist in a completely different section of the game. So when they're doing their whole like cyber ninja thing, everybody else is like literally sitting there with their thumb up their ass, like, all right, I will see you in 4 hours.
That's why you do it. You do split scenes.
You say that, but the problem is that the Technomancer and the Decker get like 9 additional actions.
Yep.
Like per turn.
Yeah, their initiative is like.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, you don't
normal
do
initiative or something.
2 different like events at the same time. It's just
No,
like you
when
have a
he-
scene
when
with
he's
the
saying-
other
when he's
people
saying
where
is
they're
their action
staking something
economy
out.
is so
and...
huge it takes 4 hours.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
It's not that like you're just extending their section. If things are done in real time and you want to hack a video camera, the person that's in there has like 9 actions, and then the rest of the party's like, okay, well, I attack. And then it goes back to the Decker, and the Decker's like, I need to do 9 more actions.
Yep, that's if
You-
you played the Shadowrun video games and you played as a Decker, you understand entirely where this is.
Yep.
Yep.
I immediately went back and just rolled a rigger and left it alone, and I have loved rigger ever since.
Mhm.
Yep, Rigger's great.
All right.
I
So real
did-
quick,
Yeah.
Kelsa,
Yes.
what's been up with you since last we saw you?
I've been working on my knitting more, and actually have right here.
What you making?
Let's see,
Another
Ooh.
scarf?
I am making a scarf.
It's
It has a
pretty.
Dorgan on it.
It's got a Dorgon on it, and right now I'm
Ooh,
working
shit.
on a giant bat. And there's little octopus guys.
Oh,
Tiny
I love
octopuses.
octopuses.
That's awesome. He loves it.
Other than that, I mean, I would totally go on a tangent if you let me about my games that I've been in.
Yeah.
We can tangent it because I have tangents too.
I apologize for taking the
You
taking.
were
the
talking
lead.
about
Hey,
entertaining
you
things.
know, I'm
Um,
not super worried about it, but we have people here to watch us play Dungeons and Dragons.
It's
Unless
true.
you all want to watch us just talk, whatever.
We like the
I
1.5
don't care.
hour
Screw it.
tangent.
Change it over to talk show. Just make it a 5-man talk show where we just
Oh, man.
ramble.
We should
I was
honestly do
just-
that one night though. 'cause
I was
It would be
actually
great.
Yeah.
just reminiscing about one of my other games that I had been in years ago that I really loved and had a fantastic character arc where my character went from being the goody two shoes cop to eventually becoming kind of the equivalent of a demon, but not a very powerful one.
Mm.
That's the very shorthand version.
I was about to
Um,
say, so a Cambion, but Cambions can fuck shit up. They really can.
She was my very sweet owl cat cop.
Mm.
She was adorable and I love her. But I've also been playing, on Mondays, Love and Banterville, which is the Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands game. And that has been really great because my character has actually just finished a character arc there as well, where she was very, very meek and soft-spoken, and now she is grown a spine while still being soft-spoken, and so it's really great when she got to be like super nasty and just like this little tiny voice that you really don't expect anything from. And so when she got to
See, that's the worst. That's the
her power.
equivalent of I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
yeah. Oh man. Well, like there's a bunch of junk going on in that game. Which I don't know how to go into without just summarizing everything that's happened so far because it's just so much.
Well,
Because it's like at this point it's this, well, as any good game of Firebrands is, we're this weird tangle of four characters who have messy relationships to each other, and yeah, there's like, what is it, six episodes now of just flirting and backstabbing and power plays and
So basically, how Game of Thrones should have
I was
been.
just gonna
I was
Yeah.
about to say, so basically
Say
Fleetwood
that.
Mac, but I
So,
guess that was
I
a
mean-
completely different angle.
Also good.
The King is Dead uses the same engine as Mobile Frame 05 Brands, and that's much more closer to what you would expect for Game of Thrones.
Yes,
but
but you have mechs.
but we have mechs, which is the best part.
Could you imagine the Red Wedding with mechs? Come on.
Holy shit. That would have been pretty amazing because, like, we are in this cool sci-fi city that's all underwater and with like cool sci-fi membranes that you can go in and out of to get into the water. Just walk into it.
Do you have
And-
crabs and fish that play on the coral to make instrument noises and sing with the mer people?
Just one revolutionary eel.
One revolutionary. I've made that a meme at work.
Glory to the
I've
American
straight up
kingdom.
made Feel the Eel a
Glory.
meme at my
Must
workplace.
go down.
Whew. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Good times. Anyway, that game is weird.
It's a good game though.
This is a good game, and they keep
Good
putting
game.
out great pictures for the next one.
Yeah, like the latest thing. Many people seem to be upset about Game of Thrones. Being upset's not healthy. Be horny instead.
Down with this.
Mm-hmm.
Cook
I'm
me,
super
baby.
excited because I backed the Kickstarter and I'm getting like the box and everything.
Nice. I
What's-
still,
That would make the
I still
world-
want to throw money at it, and I'm hoping that it doesn't end before I get paid.
What the which what?
I want to.
Monster Prom season.
Oh yeah, I haven't
two,
I
not
haven't
season
backed it yet
2.
either. I will.
I want to. I want
eventually.
to. I want
I
to.
bought
I can't
a-
hear
to
anything
the
by the
putting
way.
your name in so that they can be like, oh, Party White Games did a thing. What's that? And then they'll look it up, and then they'll be like, oh, Party White Games. It won't happen, but it'll be nice to be in there.
You'd be try. Yeah, I already backed it like almost immediately.
I did too, but I was like,
Those are 700 like 600% right now. It's crazy.
The problem I had with it is I really wanted to be in the game, but to get a mod entry avatar made, which means you're not in the game, it's $800.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah,
believe.
it's always really pricey for the inserts.
Yeah.
Which
Mhm.
was a shame because like one of the games I kickstarted that fell through called The Mandate, basically the $75 entry was to have a play or a recruitable NPC added, and I had a really cool kick-ass character that was going to be recruited, and they were going to be like one of the captains for boarding parties that you would do for these ship-to-ship combats, and it's like, yeah, they're awesome and they're good in like melee and shields, and it was like, no, that game never happens, and it's like, well,
How sad.
yeah, they took the money and ran is
Ugh.
and they were like, can we do anything about this? They're like, no, it's just Kickstarter in 2013, it happened.
I backed the Swords Fall Kickstarter at the Died in Takur level, so I would be in a death scene in the setting book.
Nice.
But I was talking to Brandon, and he was like, "Yeah, we have an opening for the key figure spot, so I'm gonna become like an illustrated NPC once they throw that out there, because it's like only an
Nice.
extra $20." And I'm like, "Yes, gonna insert Celebi."
Yeah, I always like looking out for those and being like, if I really like this, is it worth throwing enough to support it? Like even the critical role one, it was like a lot of these ones are insanely expensive, but their incentives were actually really good.
They were.
Mhm.
I didn't. Man, I don't know. Something about Critical Role just never caught it for me. I think it's because I like this setup. Like I totally
yeah.
that role play setup gets me way better than actually sitting around a table
Mhm.
for watching a game be played.
It's
It's harder to pay attention to.
Yeah, it's the thing of like for me, I've talked a lot about like mostly off stream, a bit on my own stream of like how I feel about Critical Role as somebody who watched the entire first season, the first like 20-ish episodes of the second season. Like it started like it inspired a game format that exists on Twitch now. Like super inspired a game for that and on YouTube and other streaming services, but like Twitch is the big thing. But like I like the like D&D / tabletop role playing game setups I was familiar with for streaming was role plays because it was the first thing I saw mostly because I got drawn in by like
I love
Dark
role plays.
Heresy and Swan Song and like that stuff.
Swan
So-
Song, I'm going to sound like a ridiculous fanboy, but Swan Song is my single favorite piece of media that exists in the universe. And that's bold as fuck, but it's so good. I love everything about Swan Song.
Swan Song is pretty amazing.
I appreciate
Doggo!
your opinion, but you're wrong.
You
Hellsing
saw me
Abridged
talking and wanted
is
attention.
The best piece of media that exists in the universe.
Did you just say Helsing Abridged?
I did. Yeah.
It is-
Helsing
it's
Ultimate
pretty
Abridged,
awesome, but
specifically.
yeah.
Like the first like 3 episodes. After that, it goes downhill. But the first
Except you
3
don't have-
episodes-
You don't have more content by time frame than all of Star Trek, which Swan Song does.
But my thing for Critical Role is that like the first like I started watching around probably like episode 5-ish and of the first season and like it was rough because they had a lot of like audio issues and they didn't really know
It
what
was
they were
them
doing.
transitioning from a live game to trying to stream.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. And the biggest thing was the fact that they started in the middle of an arc.
That I dropped it.
Problem.
I got
Yeah,
2
that's-
episodes into the first season, and then the second season, I love the beginning of it, and then I lost it because of what day of the week it was, or I had something else
Yeah.
going on, and I never caught back up.
Yeah,
The second season is really rough because he basically told them to make characters that are the opposite of what they were playing last time, which is why, well, besides Marisha, everybody's playing vastly different characters.
yeah.
I totally
Marisha just
love...
plays an incompetent cunt every time she plays something.
yeah.
I feel like they all do though. Like that's why I can't watch it because
That's how they are in the second season for
It's-
sure. Everyone's
it's like
an
me
asshole.
watching Walking Dead, right? Like I feel like they
Ooh.
use the
Ooh,
worst
wow.
possible
Oh
decision
man,
every single time, and it just makes me want to like jump out a window.
you just
Yeah.
you just fired shots at
But
Critical
the
Role
other
on our 13 viewer stream.
Well.
That's gonna come back and watch
I
this a
hate-
year from now and be like, man, fuck
Yeah.
outro.
Some-
And he's just
some-
Yeah,
done.
right? Like, damn, it
someone's
wasn't
gonna
me.
someone's gonna tweet at us like a year from now being like, why did you say that? It's like don't
How
worry.
could you
I
say
do
that
put it on
about me,
YouTube.
Mercer?
I'm gonna get so much hate mail.
Hey man, hate mail and hate is still internet famous. Okay, I'm gonna be the
We will-
cash me outside girl. You watch.
We will be marked for a critter death squad and
Oh jeez.
find out where we live.
Oh no.
Yeah, to quote them from Talks
Role-playing turning
Machina,
into gangs.
anyone could go bad at any moment, which is like, sure, I guess. I don't know.
I don't imagine Jester would.
Yeah, I
Jester
don't
is
know.
adorable.
I would pay to see evil Jester. Oh, like just the inevitable betrayal of Jester. It's like I've been playing the whole time, trickster god bitch.
I
But
feel like she'd still be like evil adorable though. Like I can't. I don't even think she could be like full evil. I don't know. I just don't see it.
So somebody did a fan art of Jester's mom, and I was like, wow, I'm aroused.
I would
Okay,
hope
then,
so.
that's
That is her livelihood. I would hope so.
yeah,
Okay.
I would.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
I would.
was a very good piece of art. And it was appealing.
But yeah, like the big thing for me, having watched a lot of Critical Role, is like I have found that the live around the table stream setup is not my thing to watch. Like the only show that I really watch that I really like that does that is High Rollers. And I don't watch High Rollers that much. So like
I was about to
I
say that it's
think
a lot
actors
easier to
too.
get off track when you're sitting together in person too, but we've
Mhm.
also been talking for 40 minutes about
No,
whatever
I was
and
gonna say,
everything.
much better considering.
the thing that's the biggest problem I see when you're because like this like a lot of this is like an audio format. Like, yeah, people are watching us, but like a lot of this is like we're talking about stuff. When you have it at a table, there's stuff like battle maps are a massive thing.
And there's
that are-
people like this the whole like.
Yep. There's people on their phones. There's like, it's kind of awkward to be like, I don't know. Yeah, it has a lot of people on it too. So
I have streamed both around a table and as we are now, and it's definitely a very different feeling. Like
Mhm.
when you're there in person with the other players, and not just like it would be at just a home game.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different feeling. And I played D&D like that, and I've played Fiasco.
I love Fiasco. Fiasco feels like you
Fiasco-
have to play in person
was
because
gonna
it's
say-
a lot of it's body language. In my
Fiasco
opinion.
in person is much better. I have played
Yes,
it
I
over
agree.
the internet, and it worked. It was fine. It was great, but in person, it is a lot better. Like there was definitely like a palatable vibe that you could pick up on while you're there in the room.
yeah,
It made a huge difference.
definitely.
And
So, Kelsa,
Yeah.
before I lose this train of thought, because you were talking about playing a game in person, did you guys ever start your Android game? Because I picked up
Not
an
yet.
Android book.
oh yeah.
Is Shadow of the Beanstalk good? Because I don't
The-
have it.
The book is actually really cool.
Nice.
It says you need Genesis to play it, but I feel like you can figure it out without the actual book based off of what they give you in Shadow of the Beanstalk.
If
Oh,
you
good.
have played, if you've played any Genesis game before, like any of the Star Wars games,
I've
Mhm.
actually never done so.
you'll figure it out. It's really
Yeah.
not hard.
It's
Okay.
it's pretty easy to pick up. If you've watched Balance of Power, you know how it works as well. So
That's fair. I think I
um,
caught like a half a episode of Balance of Power.
It was the evil part was was better than the good, I will say, because Jesse Cox is a very good Imperial officer.
I think
Jesse
he was-
Cox is just very good when he's
Yes.
playing.
It's true. It's true.
I can't stand him like doing actual plays. Like I've watched him do some stuff, and it's like I can't watch you, but you are very entertaining when you're playing a character.
I kind of got a bad bias for Jesse. Like, I think he was great in Nebula Jazz as like a lizard man. It was great, but like when him and Dodger did Doki Doki Literature Club, I was like, man, I can't take this. I can't take this.
Oh,
can't take
I
this.
love their co playthroughs.
I do too. But Doki Doki Literature Club was just something else.
I mean, that's something else.
I mean,
entirely.
that's by virtue of the fact that it's Doki Doki Literature Club. So,
I just miss
Um,
Jesse and TV's playthroughs.
oh,
Well, you know, Jesse has a show on Pornhub now, right?
mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
They review hentai or something like that.
The Gentleman's Hentai Club is actually a really good show. Having watched some of it, I haven't watched.
Yeah,
all.
that's why I'm on
Yeah,
Pornhub.
they
Yep.
review
It's like for research purposes only.
research purposes only. Yeah, they
Yeah.
review old hentai, like 90s hentai.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Great time to come back, right?
Scientific research.
Definitely should watch that. Actually,
So-
I've been meaning to.
It's actually really good because it's him and oh god, what's his name? I don't remember his name and I feel really bad. But his co-host is really good. Yeah, exactly. Jesse Cox reviews La Blue Girl is the first thing they review. It's great, and that's why you said
Also, let me tell you, that is a really unfap-worthy hentai to watch.
That's
that's-
really unfap-worthy
that's pretty
hentai.
much what they said too. They're like, well, look, you don't understand. It's part of my training.
I mean, people.
I
It's
mean,
part of my
it's
training.
a rite of passage. You need to watch it to know where it came from, like where we've come from.
It's
But-
history.
Yeah,
I mean, you can fap to anything if you put your mind to it.
if you're brave enough, yes, but you
Oh my
definitely
god.
you definitely need to.
Why would you want to?
You just definitely don't do the dubbed one because the voice acting is awful.
They reviewed the dubbed one, which was even
Oh,
funny.
Oh god.
It's real bad.
You don't know the
Real.
struggle, the 90s quality of hentai. But yeah,
So yeah, most '90s anime that wasn't like Dragon Ball Z or Trigun or Cowboy Bebop was just like either gore porn or hentai. That's
Also, speaking of Trigun,
Or
something
both.
that got brought to my mind that
oh yeah,
I
this.
tuned out. Do any of you recall during the flashback of Vash and Knives on the colony ship, did somebody get raped?
The reason this
Well-
comes up is because we were talking about it in our Masks game. So
Oh,
that's
Sailor
important.
Moon was another 90s
Yeah.
anime.
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, and Cardcaptor Sakura. And Fruits Basket. Damn, I'm
Oh
forgetting
yeah,
all
Fruits
the great
Basket.
ones.
That's an important one.
I don't
Fruits
think they
Baskets
heard.
was
Eh.
amazing.
Guys, I would just like to say something really important.
What are
Which
you
is-
going to say?
I just finished my turtle car for my Wendy's Happy Meal.
Good
Nice.
car.
Nice.
Good job. That's
Thank you.
actually pretty
Thank you.
large for a Wendy's.
I think
Happy Meal.
Rinda's the answer is no.
Yeah, like I definitely couldn't find anything about that, and I was
Oh,
Now you cut out.
Now you're
Like
cutting
I don't remember that being a thing,
You're
but
also
I know
frozen.
that.
Oh no.
but
No.
when you brought it up, I was like, how well do I remember that scene?
That's the thing. Like, how
Yeah.
well did you
There
remember
might-
that
it might
part of
have been
Dragon?
Ah, Rin, you unfroze when I was gonna zoom into your face. Darn
Oh,
it.
no. Yeah, my connection has been ping ponging, and even though I check the speed tests and stuff, where it's like everything's good, buddy.
Yeah, it's
It's not good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's not
pretty.
good.
it
Yeah,
hates us.
I'm watching it too, and everything is freaking the fuck out.
Uh-oh.
Everything is terrible.
Are you guys having some crazy weather in the desert, or are you in the desert of Arizona? I
we're
don't know where you
confirmed.
are. I just know you're.
I
over
lost
in the west.
power earlier today because we had a big old thunderstorm roll through, but it's gone now, so I'm fine.
Oh, damn.
We're having a storm. It was kind of cloudy out.
You guys get rain in California? Oh, that's
Yes.
a bad joke. That's a bad joke.
Yeah, that's a terrible joke.
We actually did this morning. It totally cleared out like by noon, but we did.
Wow. Yep, that's exactly what happened to me
Yeah, but
too.
that shouldn't
Yeah,
be
it's
big.
almost like we live in the same state.
This state is freaking huge.
I know, I know.
Why?
It's it's really big.
Be
That's
easier if
what
it was
she
Massachusetts,
said.
but
Yeah, I
like,
didn't even fix all this nonsense.
yeah. But maybe we should, because I wanted to loop back to Critical Role because that's what we were talking about at the beginning.
Are we converting to a talk show, or are we going to play?
No, we're
D&D?
gonna play some D&D,
Let's
which is
play
why I'm
some
looping
D&D.
back.
Yeah.
The reason I like things like Roll20 and stuff better than like watching live show is being able to see when people roll and what they roll, because that drives me out of my mind when I watch people play live shows.
Right?
I've seen so many Critical Role episodes where the person like scoops the dice before they're like, oh, I got an 18 and pick it up, and I'm like, but I didn't.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, Mercer's had to call his own wife on cheating with the
Yeah.
dice rolls before.
Yeah, like, which is like
It's
it's like why you would be cheating in the first place is like a thing. It's just
Mhm.
like
And he put her on blast during the show, so it's like he doesn't tolerate it, which is, I guess, nice.
yeah,
shit's
it's
his
nice.
baby.
But really, they shouldn't be doing it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
I mean,
like
I would
all-
be lying if I said I've never fubbed a dice roll, but
Sometimes you
I
gotta.
am sort of, when I'm a player, I play my oh, my hand was like
Yeah.
my when I'm
There's
a
the DM, I'll
player,
check the
I
dice roll all the
play
time.
my characters as if they're a stolen car, and I usually end up wrapping it around a tree. Like,
Yeah,
I don't make my characters last. Actually, currently I've played with Chris for what, like 5 years. Right now I've probably been in like 8 games with my current character, and it's probably my longest tenured one in the game.
Probably.
Oh, 8
All right.
sessions.
8
Okay.
sessions, yeah.
Yeah, I was like 8 games. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
Got one of
Uh,
those.
To be
Eight
fair though,
sessions.
our sessions are probably like 8 hours long. So like we do the long haul sessions. so-
God damn! Look at you with your
We do.
long ass sessions.
Cool.
Yeah.
I remember that we killed a dinosaur at one point. It was
We killed a
it was already dead, but like
Yeah,
We
we
killed it a
re-killed
second
it.
time.
Took that dinosaur out.
So
We ensured it was actually a corpse rather than a animated corpse.
for sure.
Yep.
I haven't been playing with the zombie rules for Tomb of Annihilation. I feel like it would slow things down more than improve the show. So
I mean, we just walk up to them and hit them in the face a couple more times till they're dead. Like,
wait, where's the player page?
Got a
What-
double tap.
What screen
Yeah,
are you guys looking
exactly.
at? Oh, you guys are still looking at the tent.
is there? Nah. Okay. I was like, isn't there? I was like, that's gonna start on another tangent, so I'm not gonna start.
They
Well,
said it
we're-
soon, but they haven't said when.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you guys can resume your sleeping amongst the corpses, unless you want to, like, burn the corpses or whatever.
Would
we should
probably burn.
Not sleep amongst the corpses.
No,
Yeah.
they're
I'm not-
really good warmth. I don't know.
No.
We're in a jungle. They're gonna rot even faster.
Don't
They're
worry.
not good for warmth. That's not how this works.
Oh yeah, warmth in a jungle. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Any
maybe if we're in
insulation.
that dome of winter, we would need them.
That's fair. I'm not going to throw an encounter at you to start. So you sleep
Yay.
through the night. No problemo. I feel like I need to sneeze, but I'm not going to, and it's driving me nuts, and I'm have every bright light in the world shining directly in my face, and it's not making any difference.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Yeah, well, it happens. Sometimes it bees like that.
Sometimes it do.
So where
I
are
just
we
put
now?
you guys on a sailboat, I think, or no, somewhere else. Yes.
We got off the boat.
Yeah, because we reached
Yeah.
the
Wait, why are we
We
in?
reached Port Nyanzaru, so we got
Because the thing wasn't scrolling for me, okay?
Okay,
I had
I was
to
like,
drop
where's
you. I had to drop you guys on the way to where we needed to put you.
in Port Nyanzaru?
No, you should have transitioned to the map.
Oh no,
now.
we're transitioning now. I just
yeah, we're in transition.
transition. It's getting there slowly. Slowly it
sneezed.
populates.
Ugh.
Yay! You did it.
Congratulations.
All right.
Congratulations!
Congratulations. Cool. So you guys did that. Iku says, you know, there's a couple different directions we can go from here, but I recommend going due west. We want to avoid, if at all possible, the Grungs. While they aren't very strong by themselves, they tend to group up. Could be a problem, and they mean no harm, but they're very defensive of their territory.
I'm gonna flip out my little book. What are grongs?
What, Grungs?
Remember they were the little
You've
tree
never
frogs?
seen a Grung?
Yeah,
Oh,
the,
were
Talked about
those-
that. There was
the frogmen.
Oh,
Frogmen.
right. No, I forgot about
the
this.
Tree, the tree frogmen, poison frogs.
Right.
How do
Unless
I?
it's
How do,
Froggus.
you
picture
can
him, Doc.
definitely
There we
relink
go.
that picture for us, though. There we go.
yeah.
Yeah, those guys. I remember now.
They're adorable. We'll want to murder us.
Yeah. And we don't have a druid friend here.
No, nah, no druids.
You're
Right.
druidless.
No druid.
Yes.
Dude.
We had a
Nico,
druid.
I agree. I will about your wisdom on this.
I
Okay.
trust your judgment.
So we will.
Gives him a wide berth if you're worried.
We have a fresh day. There's actually no rain today, which is like the first time ever. Maybe not ever, but it's like a very uncommon occurrence for there not to be rain. You're in the middle of monsoon season, and also it's a rainforest, so it's going to rain even outside of monsoon season.
So it's dry and humid, is what you're saying. Which doesn't make any sense.
Dry and humid. You
Dry.
just-
It's
you just
dry
made
and
no
humid.
sense.
I meant hot and humid, but dry is what came out.
The term you were
That's
looking
way
for.
funnier.
Have you ever been to New Jersey in the summertime?
No, but I've lived in Boston for 5 years.
I don't think it gets up to like 110 in Boston, though.
It gets pretty hot, especially you go inlands.
That's
A
fair.
bit.
I have
Too
a
bad.
I have a table to roll on.
110, you sweet summer children.
All right.
Yeah,
Arizona.
but you don't have
You
humidity.
don't have the humidity that we have.
Yes, you just get to stand directly under the sun in 120 plus.
Mm.
Yeah, but we get to.
But you have
100
cool
with, like,
lizards.
100% humidity.
Warm bath, oven.
So
Anyway,
But you have cool
the only
lizards.
person that can complain more than us is like Louisiana. Okay.
Mhm.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Louisiana.
Like you literally live in a swamp.
Where-
We're heading to.
You're where the red dot is.
We
Where-
are the red dot. We wanted to do.
You're going there. Did you see
We
my
wanted, to
ping?
do her, we wanted to do her quest first.
Yeah.
And then, oh god, does she really want us to go all the way down there?
I mean,
that.
yeah, she wants to go to Nangalore. Nangalore's down there. I can't move Nangalore for you. I mean, I could, but I don't want to.
No. I'm just,
Just like pick it up and like
Oh, you're just
you did
you're
it.
just considering where it is in comparison to Mesro, right?
Yeah, just out
Well-
of character. Jabari is going to be like, you know this will take longer to do what you need. It's like we could have hit Mesro and then shot down that way. But
So
it's
Iku
fine.
actually responds. She's like, "Well, we'll go to Nengalore first, then we'll hit Kirsabal, and we'll reprovision and then go to Mesro."
I suppose.
When's
I
the last
mean-
time you spent time with the Arakokans?
I cannot recall the last time, but I am a bit worried about combining the cats with the parakeets.
Wow.
They owe us.
I
Said
would be
we're all,
totally fine.
Iku says they owe us a favor.
all thinking.
They're honest to their word, and the one that we rescued, shit, I forget his name.
It's in the player notes somewhere.
It's a real easy, starts with an S name, but I just forget it.
Where is his
Good back.
name? Where is his name?
Put it on my character sheet, maybe.
I definitely wrote it in the
Nope.
player notes. Nephir.
Yeah, Nefir.
Here, thank
Totally
you.
starts with an S.
We should pin that because we keep forgetting and keep coming back to
Well, that's just no fun.
We're gonna go through all of Cholt and not run into dude that you're supposed to run into.
Nephir.
No,
I mean,
Or-
are we
or-
supposed to run into him?
We've ran into Nephir. He literally
I'm,
showed
not
up.
I'm
last session.
talking about another dude that you guys don't know, but I'm.
Oh, is he
Why-
a
Well,
wizard?
then we don't
I was
know.
like,
I don't
like
think
if
we
we
do.
if we run into him in just the jungle, we are ill prepared to deal with it.
I'm talking about a good guy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Why can't? What the? Am I looking in the wrong
also,
spot?
also
Probably.
logically, this is an Ariata character. Logically, it would actually be better to go to Nengalore first because going down a river is much easier than going up a river.
Well, yeah.
But this is also Dungeons and Dragons. And Dungeons and Dragons doesn't care about that. So
yeah,
you
but
know.
also,
in my out of character brain, knowing the direction we're going, it's like, Jabari may not get to see Mesro in this adventure. It's fine.
Oh no!
okay, so maybe
Like,
there
who,
just
who
isn't
knows? We
anything
already had
for
to double back
these
to 9
things.
Naru once.
Yeah,
Nothing horrible could happen again. It'll be
Ah,
fine.
okay.
yeah, we could have a TPK. It'd be fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
TPK is
also
totally
let's
fine.
just go to the
We'll work on
Cobalt.
it for you.
I just noticed there's a stretch of mountains called the Cobalt Mountains, and I want to go there.
Oh,
That's probably-
there are Cobalt Mountains.
I would
we
be
should-
pretty sure that there's probably kobolds
Let's make Dave
I-
Dave Human proud. Explore
like-
every single tile of the map.
there.
Unlock them all.
I mean, that'd be a really long game, but if we're having fun for that long, why not?
He definitely
you know?
gave up on that halfway through.
No, he-
Oh, Shadow's been deleted.
Oh no.
Oh no.
oh no!
Stop looking at my
they're all
screen.
dying.
you
Thanos snap.
screen- Oh man.
Oh no.
Crap! I didn't mean to do. Do I have you guys on the homepage? The landing
I don't
page?
know.
No, I don't.
You can also
I have the
hit-
old ones
also
on the
hit
landing
undo.
page.
Right click undo.
Yeah, right click undo.
Nope, that's a truffles.
Yep.
Go back to
Control
back to
Z.
that.
Smash Control Z.
Well, I need to get back to the page.
That place in D&D heaven. Which part of D&D heaven? There are a lot of parts of D&D heaven.
You know, that's accurate.
The
Good.
proper term is Celestia.
Is it? Aren't there like 3 of them? Because
Yeah,
there's
there
like
are.
one for each alignment.
It's Celestia, Elysium, and something else. I mean, if you want to go old school too, you do have like Asgard and Olympia and all kinds of like
Yeah.
all of them. They're like, yeah, Greek gods, Norse gods, they exist.
There's at
It-
least 9 planes of existence for the Norse mythology.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
but
10 if
that's
you
all of
include
it.
Yggdrasil, but that's
Yeah. I mean, you go to Yggdrasil and you just go up and down it.
it's an elevator, but a tree.
Also, great Norse mythology fact. So everybody knows about the world serpent and the eagle that hangs out in the top. What you don't know is there's also a giant rat called Ratasoker, and his only job is to convey shit-talking messages between the world serpent and the eagle up in the top. His whole job is to go up and down the tree and convey their messages of shit talk to one another.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
He's
I
a
did-
shit talk ambassador. Is that
Yeah,
what
he's
you're saying?
the shit talk ambassador. He conveys the messages between the two, and like Needhog has a lot of shit to say. And he's just like, yeah, when I'm done eating this tree, I'm coming to get you. And he'll just back and forth. And it's just, yeah, that's his whole shtick.
I'm coming to get you.
I'll get you. I'm gonna get you.
It's the
So-
original Don't Shoot the Messenger.
Put it on.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. That's
you-
that's staying.
Then you
because
can't
I'm
convey
pretty sure I put
can't
it on
convey the
wrong
shit
letter.
talks.
Um.
It's about the messenger.
So
Hell yeah.
Jabari, are you being like salty with EQ about
No,
the
no, he
direction
didn't say
choice?
that out. He didn't say any of that out of character. That was all me being like, "Oh, we're never gonna make it."
We're not gonna make it.
No, we're not gonna make.
We're not gonna make it anymore.
All right, so tell me what you guys are up to. Like right at any given random point, it's midday. What are you doing?
Walking and munching on something.
Walking and munching on something, huh?
Yeah.
That's-
I also forgot my character is 4'11". I forgot I made her super short.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
4'11's
apparently she's
not
4'11".
4'11's not
She's-
super
She's
short.
pretty short. Oh, wait, that was the case because I rolled for how tall she was. That's right, and I got 4'11".
That's funny.
Yeah.
I
We-
did not
we had
put a
this
height.
We had this discussion because we realized tabaxi are really tall.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never put a height down, but I expected her to be 6 foot, so
Yeah.
I'm like definitely towering over you.
Yeah, I think I also said Jabari was pretty tall too.
Literally.
So we gotta do half.
Of course.
Yep. New halfling. Only a head shorter rather than like
Right.
knees or whatever. But yeah.
Mhm.
Or
Jabari's in like the 6'2", 6'4" range. He's probably a little bit taller than average because of the ASMR blood.
Does anybody know? I forget. Are you keeping it secret? The ASMR part?
Yeah, he hasn't told anyone.
Okay.
I mean, there's definitely like his gold eyes and stuff are a giveaway that he's not a normal human, but he hasn't told anyone. He's not like, nope, Wu Tao's my great great granddaddy. It's fine.
not that I mean the tabaxi might care, but won't. Just be like, oh, that's cool. That's
cool.
chill. I'm an air genasi. That's chill.
Yeah, it's like my great great grandparents are from Plane of Air. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a djinn involved, like that whole thing.
3 wishes.
Interesting.
Apparently, the wishes got a little hot and heavy.
Ooh.
Hi, Pepper.
Dog. Yeah, that's what Yina is doing right now. She's just like walking along, munching on something.
Well,
She's like, all right.
convenient that you had said that because you're walking around and you spot something munching on something.
It's
Mm.
a person munching on another person.
It's Shia LaBeouf.
Oh God! Suddenly, cannibal child.
Man, I almost started another tangent because I totally watched that Ted Bundy movie on Netflix and it was crazy.
They statted out Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. He has 5th edition stats.
It's true. He's a 5th edition monster.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I read that.
There's also a role playing game called Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
awesome.
Yeah, which means
I'm not even surprised. I guess so. Yeah, he's got stats. He can be killed. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Mhm.
normal. Being killed. Shia LaBeouf being killed is a normal Tuesday night for him.
It's true.
Because little did we know, Shia LaBeouf Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf is a revenant,
Oh, that makes sense. That
right?
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's why he always comes back. He's a revenant.
Mhm. The real question then is what is his what is binding him here if he's revenant? What is his task that he must?
I don't know, but he must. The person singing the song, he attacks the subject of the song.
Uh-huh.
So it must be either attach the subject or the song, or he mistakes the subject of the song for his goal.
I think his purpose is
mark.
he actually needs to make a good Transformers movie, and
Oh,
that's just not
God.
gonna
Oh.
happen.
Do
That's-
you
yeah.
ever
Oh,
expect
they wrote him out.
anything like that to happen?
He got killed off screen in the Transformers movie.
Ooh.
He did. He basically got
was
replaced
sad.
by Mark Wahlberg.
Well, not even that. They say it's canon. He dies off screen. Between the last movie and the Mark Wahlberg one, he gets killed off screen.
Oof.
All right, guys, you're on a map. Put yourself in the order that you would be marching. There is fairly decent clearing. It's unusual, but not exactly like impossible for there to be this much open space. But
What's
Where's
the-
the front?
And where's the
front?
path that we're going down? Or what?
hold on.
Which direction are we bushwhacking, basically?
I'll Waxy, Jabari, and Iku are up where you guys are starting at.
And how long has it been? Am I healed up now?
Yes, you guys got a full rest after the last fight, and
Oh, good. That's great because
you haven't had any other encounters since.
I was at 4 hit points, so.
Oof. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, I get my sorcery points back too. Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah, and I get my monk thingies.
Iku's going to be walking next to Waxy, so wherever Waxy is, Iku is next to them. So everybody else decide where you're at.
I mean, I
Good
was gonna
decision.
walk next to Iku, so
Well, look at that.
there we go.
Best old friends here.
I'll be cutting the front trailblaze, I guess.
Iku says, "So how do you feel about Azaka?"
Would not that be to
Nope, nope. I have
Okay.
a reason here.
She's like, I don't know what you mean. It seems she was not as hostile as you might have expected, at least not once you started speaking with her.
That's the interesting part. We all know Azaka. She'll break a beer glass over your head before she even considers shaking your hand. But Yina changed
You lost
everything. So she just says that, and like, are you guys set up how you would be set up?
I don't know because Saint dropped from the call.
Oh,
Oh.
no!
Oh no.
Oh no! Why is the West Coast dying right now on internet land?
I'm still here.
But you lost power earlier today.
Yeah, but that was like hours ago.
Hmm.
That was hours ago.
Yeah, his connection is gone.
Oh no.
Did he?
Yeah.
He
should be back in a minute or two.
Yeah, it shows that he's still online on Discord, so maybe it's
He might
just
be on his
Probably
phone.
the phone.
Ah, that's a good point. Fuck, I forgot. We all have these intelligent devices that do the things.
Weird. Yeah, so I think that Waxy is gonna just kind of like nod, thinking about it, and she's like, "What do you think, Miku?"
I think Azaka more abrasive than your brother, and you can hear this, Shadow, if you want to.
I'm
If you
literally
don't want
right
to
behind
hear.
him, and I'm like, I so not abrasive. I know not of which you speak.
But she would be a
It's-
very, very great companion. Maybe. Yeah, that would be something. Maybe we could get Yina to domesticate her.
I lean into Iku's ear, and I'm like, I can be quite smooth when I want to be.
I'm like gonna smack you in the back of the head.
You're
Not even-
a
not even say
big
anything, not
deal
even
of
say anything.
trouble.
Iku turns into a coddle and ties you up.
I mean,
Hey,
Alright.
if that's what she's into.
But
Jabari can stand to see a bit more.
I don't know if Jabari would know about Iku's situation. I mean, you're in a
I am-
higher
I
status.
imagine that given both of them are celestial entities, like we went over this last time because he has divine sense, he would know that she has something celestial, but he probably didn't pry. He probably
Some
is
kind
like,
of freak.
oh, she's probably an ASMR too.
Everybody's angel people.
Yeah, she's probably some kind of celestial.
Everybody's like,
thing. Because
Yeah,
you know
that makes
that's
sense.
that's kind of the lawful thing. It's like you don't really inquire. It's like, hey, I see you are also divine. That's cool.
no
they
big deal
probably-
though.
Yeah, it's like they probably know that the other has some divine spark, but they don't. He hasn't asked her what it is, so he wouldn't know she's a coatl, but he would have an idea there's something going on.
So, with an understanding for our overall game sense, would you imagine that our sorcerer would be in the back lines or in the middle because you're traveling through a jungle?
probably the middle.
Yeah, I
Probably
think
the
I
middle.
think
Probably
she
the
would
middle.
safely be in the middle.
So, who out of Shadow, or is it Waxy and Iku in the front? and Jabari and Shadow in the back, or is it
I
Shadow
have
and
Jabari positioned up front.
that's where you're at?
Mm-hmm.
What type of armor do you have?
I have, because boy, howdy, do they not outfit you in good stuff? Chainmail.
You have chainmail. What's
Hell,
your
the
maximum dexterity in chainmail? 3 or 4?
no, I think it's only like 2.
Really, in chainmail?
Uh-huh.
I thought that was like breastplate, but yeah.
No, they like the max dex thing is much lower than what it was in
Yeah,
old
in
editions.
5th, it's much lower than it was in 3rd.
But yeah, so
Well, that's why barbarians are usually naked.
pretty much because it's just better. It's better for you.
It's better to be naked.
Just being naked.
I mean, since you can use a shield, it's like, yeah, you just don't have the armor and just get a shield if you're really worried about being hit.
Why use a shield when you can use a glaive?
Why use a shield when you can just take the hits and then roar at the people who attacked you?
I mean, yeah,
And
I was
shrug
gonna
it
say,
off like nothing.
it's like if you're worried about it, and a scrub who didn't pick Bear Totem.
Now I want to play a berserker barbarian.
That's what I'm playing. I'm playing a berserker barbarian, and I go hard.
I think
Uh,
they're
I just
one
don't
of the
like
most fun
such a severe
classes in my
limitations to
opinion.
it.
For yes, there's a lot of limitations, but it's still a lot of fun because of how like you don't need to think. Fighters, for some reason, you have to think the most out of any class other than wizard.
Which is surprising
it's
because
so
you
weird.
mostly just hit.
You would think that fighters would be like the starter class, the one you give to the new people, but like
It used to be.
it is so
So-
damn complicated.
Or they can be really complicated depending on how you build them.
Yeah, you
That's
always
the
go.
best part
You
about
got to go
playing
battle master, and you got to build up so you can. I do the what's it called? How do I do it? I do the thing where I just move people in and out of
Yes.
threat ranges, so
Oh, yeah, I
that
That's
my
fault.
yeah, that's my favorite.
I'm
Yeah,
playing.
sorry about the delay, everybody. We're just waiting on Saint Guard to come back. I think his internet died or something along
Yeah,
those
he's
lines.
now marked as busy, so hopefully it comes back. I'm trying out one of the other barbarian primal paths, the one that leads into Storm Herald. But I'm
Ooh.
playing it for Dragon Heist, and I thought of an incredible idea because since it's an urban adventure and we already had a shitlord barbarian in that group, instead this character is a barbarian, but they're part of the city guard, and their rage manifests just as like police brutality and going postal from just being too old for this shit.
Oh dang.
And so when they rage, they just go hard on their city guard stuff.
I just think it's hysterical that you have 2 barbarians in Dragon Heist of all adventures.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, didn't I give you an NPC barbarian as well last Friday?
You did, but that's a different game. This one I'm playing.
Oh yeah, that's Mad Mage, not
Yep.
Dragon Heist.
Mad Mage is the sequel to that. Yeah, my game of Mad Mage, we did not have one. We had a pretty standard urban campaign group. We had a bard, we had a fighter, we had a warlock, and a rogue.
Man, my barbarian is so great. We're playing Savage Tide, and we were attacked by these pirates, and well, they tried to like strong arm us into giving us giving them everything that we had in exchange for some information, and we were like, fuck no.
You
And
can't extort me, you stupid.
at one point, our cleric is like controlling water and trying to push a wave at their boat. And then they have 2 shamans, and the shamans manage to reverse it. So it's about to capsize our boat. And so, hey, welcome back. And so,
Wait,
as
is that a
we're-
person?
as we're about to
Hey,
capsize,
we got a Saint card. Let me see if the video call's in right order. It is.
It's not.
But it is. But it's
Oh,
frozen because I accidentally minused it. There we
Yeah.
go. There
My
we go.
internet went out because my internet got unplugged. So
Oh, why'd you
That's
unplug your
awesome.
internet?
I
don't-
didn't. My dog ran over one of the wires.
Why would your dogs don't have
'cause-
wheels?
So
Are you sure?
the router that's for like the internet for this house is in a different area than where I'm like streaming from. So
Mm.
if it cuts out, it's one of 2 things. Either that has happened or like AT&T is like being weird. So I either have to like wait a couple minutes and hope it just comes back, or like wait a couple minutes, go up there and check if it's been cut out. So yeah.
Oh yeah, we changed positions a lot. Oh well. So Chris
fine.
and Chris, give your character sheet to Rindis. Safeguard,
No.
give yours to Chris.
No.
Waxy, you get to keep yours.
I know. That's because I'm the host of this call.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Damn.
Yep,
who's the
well,
GM
now you
now?
guys are looking at my. Never mind. Okay, I'm really good at doing things apparently. Okay, so this is the order you guys are in, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Did you ever tell me what your maximum dexterity was in chainmail?
Said 2, I believe.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, none of that really matters because my dexterity bonus is a 1. So
Okay.
Yeah. It's medium armor, so all medium armor it's dex +2.
yeah.
If I remember correctly.
All right. Can you roll a d20 plus your or roll a perception check for me,
I'm good at
or an investigation? Sorry, no. Perception's like sensing
yeah.
things. Ooh. Okay. So neither of you guys really get a jump on each other or anything, but like they see you before
What
you
the-
see them.
What are those?
Those are cannibals. They're
Oh.
they're just
Those are
eating
good.
dinner. They're
That's
just
all.
eating
Oh,
dinner.
cannibals. Oh,
Just
okay.
cannibals.
They're
Suddenly,
just
cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
They're just eating
I
dinner.
was right.
Hey, I rolled a 12 on my D100, and in jungle with zombies, a 12 is cannibals. So that's what we got.
Of all the things
There
you
we
want to
go.
eat, those zombies, like,
I mean, a
aren't
zombie
they?
used to be a human.
But they're like rotted, so like, that's not exactly choice.
I mean, you get weird
I'm
brain
trying to get the
disease when
Christopher
you
Walken
eat.
here.
You get weird brain disease when you eat human flesh anyway. So
I guess.
I don't know
guess.
what exactly that weird brain disease does because I never looked into it because I've never been curious.
You
about
don't
eating
need to
humans.
know. It's on a need to know basis.
So how about we do this thing called rolling
Initiative?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I guess.
I suppose.
I put the turn order thing up. I'm gonna.
Do I have...
My initiative is great.
Why
It's
did
wonderful.
What the...
Amazing as always, Eno. I
Uh,
feel like your initiative went off your internet connection.
yeah, Reese. Also, you have to select your token. You forgot to do it.
Damn it.
Why did I lose these?
Oh. That sucks.
What?
Uh-oh.
Nate had to drop out of the event this weekend.
Who
Nate
had-
wants to battle.
The what?
Nate wants to battle. They announced Nate wants to battle. Dropped out of the Descent event this weekend because he was
Mm.
premiering his new game too.
Um,
And in light of all of the controversy,
I'm uncertain of what you're speaking of.
that's fine.
But-
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't.
Well, I can tell you about it later, but basically Wizards of the Coast is having some issues because of people playing in one of their games.
Yes.
Huh.
Oh,
And
are
only
they?
half the group
Hold
was
on.
going to the event, and the other half got uninvited.
Hold on. Is this the thing?
It's the
that-
Pro Jared thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
whole thing.
That's a whole thing and a
My
half.
goodness,
It is
that's
such a dumb whole. Like it's not a dumb whole thing, but it's like I don't know. Never mind.
It's dumb that it is a thing.
yeah,
It's
it's
dumb
dumb
that
that
it
it is a thing. Is
There you go.
all right.
Don't forget to roll for EQ.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she
I need
she
to
gets
Yeah, thank you.
she gets a
I need to roll.
dice.
I didn't roll because I was paying attention to the big old @ that popped up on my screen.
Oops, I didn't quicker token.
At.
I love those.
I need to. Can I make this bigger? Can you can make the initiative box
I
bigger?
love who labeled one of them Shia. Who did that? You're great.
I did that.
You're
That
great.
was-
Good.
Okay.
His
wow.
name is Shia.
These are
We'll-
some very middling rolls.
Yeah.
No, I rolled. But really, oh, you mean you?
Adjusted period.
Okay.
It's everything was like within a tolerance except for me where I rolled literally a nat 1. So
So within
know.
the chaos plateau, Yuna is the only one who fell off.
yeah. Exactly.
That sounds
also-
actually accurate for Yuna. So
Mhm.
Fair. Okay, I need to look a thing up. But go ahead, Shadow. What are you gonna do? You see some dudes eating some dead things.
You like
Also, hold on. I need to.
I
do
was
a
not
thing.
prepared for this eventuality. That's not great hiding.
I did not be sneaky.
You did
No.
not get a sneaky. Okay,
I was not sneaky.
that's cool.
By the way, I literally rolled a 1 and got a 10 on my stealth check.
I see that.
Yeah. So you hid behind Iku, is what you're saying.
I basically put a branch in front of my face, and I'm like, "You can't see me." So fuck it. I'm just gonna shoot somebody.
Do it. Shoot somebody.
You gotta shoot somebody. Oh wow, you did shoot somebody.
Oof.
Oh,
I mean, that roll actually worked, so I'll take that.
you did 5. No, you did.
Yeah,
You
I
did
did,
4 damage.
4?
Wait.
How do you
No.
figure?
11.
8.
7, 8,
7 plus 5.
7 plus 1. No. That sneak attack is with the crit.
Yeah, the pluses are always when you land the crit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so ignore the second one. It's 8
Oh,
damage.
okay.
Yeah, you did
Well,
8 damage
it's-
to.
it's- Well, it's 7 damage because you don't have sneak attack on them, right?
No, I definitely
Yeah,
don't
so
have sneak
then
attack.
just
7
7,
damage.
yeah.
7 damage.
Reese, my good friend, can you ping the one that you shot, please?
I mean, I gotta go after Shia, of course.
You have to.
Poor Shia.
Okay.
Almost hate.
Wait, it doesn't auto assign these dudes with hit points? What the heck?
No. Auto assign you with hit points.
Hey, please
Myself.
do. I would like to know what my hit points are. They probably are really low.
1.
I was like, do you though? Because once you have a tangible number, then you know what it takes to.
Mm,
Yeah, and then someone.
We'll bop you in the face. Then a house cat will walk up to you and scratch you and you'll die.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
You're just an average commoner. A house cat can kill you.
Scratch of Doom.
Crocodile. I remember crocodiles in AD&D are some of the most dangerous creatures you can face as a level 1 adventurer. Mostly because my level 1 fighter got brutally murdered by crocodiles.
That sounds right.
Learn that lesson.
He saved the cleric, but he died in the process. So,
Were you guys just dungeon crawling, or were you playing an adventure?
both. It was a while ago.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to tell you what adventure it was. I'd have to go and ask my GM.
Shadow, is that the
but-
conclusion of your turn?
It is, yes. Oh, actually, I can take a bonus action and try to
You
hide
already
again.
You already did by hiding.
Yeah, you can't hide twice
Oh,
in a
good
turn.
call.
Yeah, you hid before instead of after. So if you would only, yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you had done it the opposite way with how the rolls went, you would have missed and then would have had like a really good roll for your stealth.
Totally whipped it and been like, I am this shadow.
That'd have been perfect.
Yeah.
Knowing Shadow, yes. That
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been better for Shadow, but
Also, Iku is next.
Equal.
Did I just move the entire map, or?
You just killed my arrow.
Yeah, you just moved the arrow.
Well, no, you're moving the map down below too.
Oh,
Of
I
course
didn't
I
see
am.
that.
It's
Sure, I
fine.
see it.
Shia LaBeouf. I had a Left 4 Dead 2 mod where the hunter just had the lines from that song.
Nice.
It's very good.
Shia has changed position. Iku is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I don't know, where's my Iku character sheet?
She throws her staff and impales one of them.
Why does
She's
one
gonna
have a
create
grenade?
food and water.
Why
What?
does one have a grenade?
Yeah. That sounds good.
Don't ask
He's
questions.
got a grenade.
Don't ask questions.
He's got a bomb.
Escalated
Before-
quickly.
Before
Yes.
she moved, though, she cast bless on Waxy. How about that?
Oh,
Okay.
hashtag blessed.
I will take that.
All right. Iku's turn is over, and it is now the
Jaya's turn.
the group of cannibals' turns.
Okay.
Why is there? Oh, that's why there's a separate initiative order because the one with the grenade has a separate
Oh
initiative.
god. Definitely can't meta to just geek the mage first.
Yeah, well, we didn't know.
Yeah, I have no idea what that grenade is.
We still don't know what that grenade is.
I will be
You
pleasantly
don't
surprised when
get
he
the-
just suicide bombs us.
You don't get to know what the grenade is, and
Yep.
also, yes, sure, that is exactly what it is. 5,
Hug that
15,
zombie.
20.
That boy. So nice of Iku to just tank all of this for us.
Yeah,
Five,
right.
10,
I mean, she's the best tank in the
20,
party by far.
30,
I'm
I
slightly
feel like I
offended,
finally
but
learned my
it's a
lesson because
coatl.
it's always like first
Yeah.
in initiative order,
15,
and thus far I've been like, hey, let's face tank everything.
I mean, you're a swashbuckler, right? So kind
Yes.
of.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I
this
can't go into-
this first one is going to roll a one-handed spear attack on Shadow. Does it a 20 for 7 damage? You get poked with a spear.
Ow! I don't like it.
Yeah, that hurt a lot. Next one up is this one. It has pack tactics,
Oh, fun.
Oh, good.
and it's going to spear you. For 4 damage.
Who's that?
That's you, Jabari.
Okay.
And you're taking another one that misses. Now Iku's gonna take 3.
Oh no. EQ.
That hits. That doesn't. That doesn't. So she takes 2 damage. She lucked out there.
Yeah.
Especially since freaking Shadow took 7. Damn. Jabari, it's your turn. Let's see what you do to these cannibals.
I have a pretty good AC too, but I definitely don't have a 20.
Hey, what's up, Sev? Happy birthday.
Back.
So, Jabari will probably just poke stuff because
Do I have any AoE? No.
yeah, I'm just gonna poke stuff. I don't need to burn any spells on cannibals.
Oh.
Not unless they show that they are a real problem.
Coonables. Kinobles.
So I'm gonna go. Yeah. Slip through them. I'm gonna Yikawa the one between me and Waxy. Teamwork. Wow, 24 to hit.
Oh, damn.
I think that hits.
I think that hits.
I'm just gonna assume that hits.
He'll take 11 slashing from my Yikawa.
Can you ping the one that you're attacking?
The one between Waxy and I.
The one between Waxy and I. Why is somebody from Washington, D.C. calling me right now? Get the hell out of here.
It's called a robocall.
I was gonna say spam.
Uncle Joe Biden wants to rub your shoulders and say,
Oh, okay. That dude's fucked up. You Yikawad him?
I Yikawad him.
I think you probably perforated one of his gross livers because it's filled with rotting flesh. But yeah.
Why does he have multiple livers?
I made a mistake in my speech. Okay,
Schultz and
thank you very
cannibals
much.
are renowned,
Oh.
infamous for having multiple
Totally.
livers.
Right, of
My-
course.
No, it's
Yeah.
the Invader Zim scene where it's like having more organs makes you more human.
Big headed dib.
Oh god.
So my friend Fistful of Waxberries, it is your turn.
Yes.
You got cannibals all up in your stuff.
My biz.
All of these tokens look exactly the same. I assure you, these cannibals do not look exactly the same. I just wasn't.
I
going
mean,
to
they
look
are all
further.
making the funny meme face though.
Okay. So we're gonna start with this guy.
You're
right,
Gonna, you're gonna poke
right
that
here.
guy?
Yeah, let's wrap that.
I'm gonna go ahead and swing my quarterstaff over his head.
Whap. You hit.
Bam.
and-
Waxy is the. If we were doing the analytics on our shows, Waxy would be the all-star so far. It's dead.
Right.
It just crumples to the ground.
Fantastic. So, what I'm gonna go ahead to do then is yeah, I'm gonna use my extra attack can be my radiant sunbolt. So I'm gonna go after the one over here on my brother. So
Do it.
radiant sunbolt.
That hits.
Damn.
Okay, 8 radiant damage.
That hurts, but it's
I
okay.
put my sunglasses on.
Yeah.
No, they fall from the tree branches and they're 8-bit.
Nice.
Anywho, it is now homie's turn. He is going to. I need to look at a whole bunch of things at once right now. Hold on.
Oh no.
He's got a gun. It's a Grookey. He's got a gun. What does it mean? Why does he have a grenade?
He's probably gonna explode.
Probably. He's a ticker.
Probably gonna explode.
That's what the ones in Gears of War are called, right? Tickers?
Flicker.
What are the ones
Oh no.
in Darkest Dungeon? Husks or whatever.
Oh, no.
Ah.
Those things. I hate those.
Yeah.
Thralls.
Thralls. Yeah,
Of
that's
course.
it.
They're one of
They
the
are.
big reasons I hate going to the Cove, other than the
Yeah.
fact that the Cove is just hard.
The Cove is just hard, but
It
they are
always
the worst.
it always seems like my dudes get like the phobia that affects their statuses at the Cove too. I don't know why. It's just the game always throws that at me.
Because when you deal with Innsmouth, because that's pretty much what it is, that's what you get.
Yeah, pretty
Don't
much.
go to Innsmouth. There are lots of fish people there, and they don't like you.
Or
that's-
cultists. That's how you
that's
get
it.
cultists.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely.
There's
Does
lots of
an
cultists there
18
too.
hit you, Jabari?
What?
Does an 18 hit Jabari?
No, actually, 18. Yeah, token's not set up. 18 is exactly what it needs to hit Jabari.
Okay, can you make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw?
I believe I can, unless the dice fuck me. Oh,
This might just
Palad-
fuck you though.
yeah. I mean, paladins don't get it as a proficiency save, so it might.
That's super weird.
17.
You made it, but you still take 3 damage as a blow dart sticks into your neck.
Oh
You
my
see
gosh.
green juice spewing out of the side of it.
Oh, he's a blow dart. Okay, it's definitely not as dangerous as grenade.
And then Jabari explodes.
I mean, he may have a skull full of maggots to throw at you or something too. I don't know. Maybe. He's a
Oh,
weird,
shit, okay.
Weird
That'd be kind of
eldritch bad guy.
Explosive darts filled with leeches.
Oh no.
No, not leeches. Maggots.
Oh, whatever. You know,
Leech mag.
Whichever.
same difference at this point. While we're in the jungle, the dungle. What?
The dungle. Anywho, that guy takes his turn and he goes back here, which he has half cover. Yena, it is your turn.
Okay. She's gonna step out. She's gonna chaos bolt this guy. Let's chaos bolt. I will roll my wild magic first. Always gotta roll it. 19. Oh boy.
Oh, no. It's so close.
All right. Let's do some chaos bolts.
Let's see your chaotic bolting. Can you ping whoever you're attacking first?
I did, but I'll do it again. This
Yes,
guy.
That guy. Okay.
No.
No. Yes,
No.
definitely no.
No.
Let's go with no.
No.
That's a big fat no.
That's a big fat no. That's 2 ones in a row for me. So that's well, not in a row. I had the 19 between. Damn you, wild magic! You stole my 19.
Do you do anything else other than yell angrily at your chaotic magic not working?
I mean, I don't do that in character. In character, I just don't feel the magic. I'm just like, that's weird. That's strange.
Sometimes you just don't have it, you know?
Yeah, sometimes you don't. She's gonna step back behind Waxy, and that's gonna be her turn.
Okay.
'Cause she
cool.
doesn't have anything else to
I
do.
imagine her to be like actually. I'm like presenting myself as if people can see me. I'm like hunched behind Waxy's shoulder, like.
She doesn't even need to be
Yeah.
hunched because she's a foot shorter than Waxy is.
Yeah, but you got to remember that
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi kind of like slouch a whole bunch.
Yeah, I mean, she's not actually hiding. She's doing the fighting thing of like getting cover behind her friends,
Mm-hmm.
shield wall
Shadow,
style.
it is your turn, my friend. You got a dude who, if he didn't have like I don't know the heart of a zombie ankylosaurus dangling from his teeth, he'd probably look pretty normal to you.
I'm gonna swash and buckle this fool.
You're gonna swash and buckle him. Got it.
Alright, so I make it that way.
A 14 does hit.
Sick. And I get sneak attack damage on this.
How do you get sneak attack damage on this?
Because I'm awesome.
That's not. Nah, give me the
Uh,
Working on
logics.
it.
It's the swashbuckler thing.
Rakish audacity thing, I think, is what it's.
Yeah. Rakish audacity.
How do I link it?
There should be a
It's like a talk button.
yeah, there's a speech bubble.
Ah,
There
we
you go.
Starting at
Yeah.
3rd level, your confidence propels you into battle. Give yourself a bonus on your initiative rolls equal to your charisma mod. That's crazy cool.
Yeah.
You also gain an additional way to use sneak attack. You don't need advantage on an attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it. No other creature are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So you do 12 damage to it, and how do you kill this thing? What do you do with your rapier?
How do you stab the cannibal?
So what kind of weapon does it have? Do they just have like some kind of club or something?
They have like Ikawas, but they're spears. They're like longer Ikawas.
Okay, so it
Yeah,
goes to
see you
stab
later,
me,
Zev.
and I flip onto the spear and like put my feet on it so it pulls into the ground, and I just literally spike it like through the shoulder into the ground.
Ew, that's gross. Awesome, I love it. Ew, I love it. Thanks, I hate it. Okay, cool. He's dead. You have to pull your gross cannibal.
I will pull
blood.
it through both of his livers.
Nice.
All
Big-
2 of them.
Yes. And probably his lung and part of his stomach as well. But anyway, it is Iku's turn, and Iku is like, why are there so many cannibals? She says it exactly like that. That's her voice for right
She's
now.
like, God damn it!
Ah, so many cannibals!
Oh, so many cannibals.
Why do I keep opening the cannibal character sheet instead of Iku's character sheet? Okay, so, shit, I forgot that Iku's character sheet only has attacks for when she's in crazy form, so I have to roll /R. She's two-handing. So,
Yes, she is.
1d20 plus 3. But she gets a second attack.
Do it again.
Oh, I did do it again. Iku is not having her best day. She was making fanfic about Yina and Azaka in her head, and she's totally
good.
And
Headcanon.
it's messing her up. It's messing her up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's all flustered.
Yeah.
It's a lesbian power couple if I've ever heard of one.
Right.
All
Sure.
right. So.
You finished that fan art. Sorry.
Oh.
Tangent.
Oh.
It's very tame.
Okay.
Don't give me that look.
Don't give me
All right. They hold hands, but it's very tame.
Holding hands. Too
Yes.
lewd. Too lewd.
I
Wait,
know.
Does Azaka push the hair out of Yuna's face?
I am
with
shocked
the
and
other hand?
appalled.
No,
Ooh,
no.
Oh.
They
Um,
put their hands on each other's on the table while they each look other directions.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
got you.
no,
So
no,
it's the
okay.
embarrassed oops hand touch. But you're getting a
the
two-handed
definitely
spear.
not on accident embarrassed hand touch.
You're
Right,
getting
of
a
course.
two-handed spear attack, my friend Jabari.
Salacious.
17 is not enough to hit you, right? Because you got that chainmail. Holding hands is lewd.
That's true.
That's fair. All right. All 3 of these dudes are going to attack Eco with two-handed spear. 19 hits, 14 doesn't. 9 definitely does not. Oh, hold on. They have pack tactics. So she takes 12 damage. Eco, you cheap tank. She's gonna get locked up by some terrafolk and flown away in a cage or something.
Well, we're gonna go save her then.
Yeah, duh. That's how adventures begin. Jabari, it's your turn.
Well,
They still have cat tactics.
okie dokie.
At tactics.
Mm-hmm.
I have fun.
Erotic friend fiction.
That's amazing.
So,
I'm all for it.
Yeah, erotic friend. I almost said erotic fan fiction. I'm like, that's
Fran.
oh, Fran Drescher, just
Mm,
fictions.
there's some of that going around, I am sure.
I'm positive it's somebody's thing.
Somebody's thing. Okay, so Jabari is going to bamf out with a quick Misty Step. Womp.
Beef.
And he's going to appear down here.
Whoa!
Whoa!
And then, since I can cast a first level spell and a cantrip, as long as one of them is a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I will strike with Green Flame Blade.
Oh, you hit.
Flame. And which one did Iku hit? This one or this one?
You're unsure because you were surrounded.
I wasn't. I only had one guy.
You had the two guys. You were
I killed the other one.
you were paying attention to things.
He was long since
All
dead.
right,
but
fine.
Okay.
Roll.
Perception check.
Yeah, give
Yeah, I can roll a
me
perception.
high,
I can do
high or
that.
low, or one or two. I'm gonna flip a coin. High or low.
Let's go for 2 because it's green and red usually. So let's go for 2.
The color of angry men.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you do not know.
Nah, that's fine. Okay, so then I'm gonna have it jump to this one.
Okay.
18 to hit,
18 does hit.
and so I will do 8 slashing to the one in front of me, and then the green flame will jump to the one in front for 4.
Nice.
So you eviscerate this guy. You see intestine fall to the floor, and
Ugh.
this guy's top knot catches on fire.
You should be careful. You are what you eat.
Wow.
I am not sorry for that.
Never be sorry for it.
That was a fantasy movie quote if I've ever heard one.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fistful of waxberries. You're up.
Yeah. Well, there's this guy still, right?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
still a guy.
So I'm gonna come this way, and then I'm going to smack him one.
Okay.
Uh,
Plan.
That's gonna hit.
You're ridiculous.
okay. How's that go?
You deal 10 damage to him. He's still alive and kicking. I just
Sweet. I'm gonna hit him again.
I would
17.
a 17. Hold on, let me see. Is this the guy who actually has armor for some reason? I did random additions because I'm a good GM. That's a lie. I'm really bad at this.
Wow, damn. Self
Don't
already.
let us know. It's a
Yeah.
secret.
Yes, you do hit.
Okay. Sweet.
So
Does 11 kill him?
11 additional damage.
Yep.
This is with your quarterstaff.
Yep.
You I don't know, break his orbital bone or something, and he crumples to the ground. And
I'm just very
he's not
talented.
dead, but he's dying for sure.
See, it gets +5 because of my dexterity mod to the attack, because I'm monk, which means that I'm like very precision, like poking him in the sternum with the end of my.
You just
quarterstaff.
poke the quarterstaff through his windpipes. Oof.
Like just oof, yeah.
Suffocating to death would be the worst. Anywho,
That is.
it is now Blowgun guy's turn. Oh, you still have things?
Yeah, I haven't used all my movement here.
Yeah, I forgot. Tabaxi fast.
I'm not even using my tabaxi fast. This is just my monk fast.
You're monk fast, but
Yeah.
you're monking your tabaxi fast stack. So
Yeah.
you got fast stacks.
Okay, so actually, I mean, I'm better off just spending a key point here and radiant bolting one to each of these guys.
Wait, you can radiant bolt 2 to Waxy?
Yeah, when I do a radiant bolt as when I spend key to do radiant bolt, it's like a flurry of blows and I get 2 attacks.
But you already had 2 attacks this turn.
Right, but this is a bonus action to do 2 more attacks. So I get my regular attack and then I get an extra attack because of my level. That's my attack action, which was the 2 attacks there. And then this is my bonus attack. My bonus action is spending a key point to do another attack, which is
I'll take it. I kind of want to look at that later, but yeah, I'll take that. Go for it.
I mean, that's how monks work.
I got
I
you.
can only.
No, I'm just I was confused because I thought like.
Sorry, that's an
there's
11.
no
that's probably
way
not
to
gonna hit.
have more than 3 attacks until level 5, and I'm pretty sure it's like if you ranger rogue cross. But that's
Nope.
like just my.
There
understanding.
is,
So 11 does not hit, and 18 does.
but
hit,
an
so
18 is 6.
Who is the one that got hit? Ping it for me.
Oh, this guy is the one that got hit
This is the guy that got hit? Okay, that's fine.
because it was the top one and the bottom one.
Cool.
Great.
All right. Blowgun guy's turn. He's gonna shoot at you, Waxy. I forget what I rolled. I don't want to roll something different by accident. What did I roll for them? 1d20 plus 5. Okay. Does a 12 hit you, Waxy?
No.
Okay, and he is going to take a bonus action to stealth.
He's a rogue.
How dare he take my thing?
It won't save
Son
him.
of a bitch.
We'll just ton him down. He's a rogue. He's a level 2, at least a level
He's
2 rogue.
Rouge.
He's a rouge.
I'm actually just going to use your character sheet because the one that I have doesn't have stealth. So I'm coming for your character sheet. It's gonna look like you're doing this role, but it's not you. It's the guy.
He's wearing red makeup. He has a +9? Goddamn.
He has the same stats in stealth as Shadow of a Star.
Oh.
That's fucked up.
Wow.
I mean,
That's ridiculous.
I
Including
mean-
his proficiency modifier. Goddamn.
I had to make this fight somewhat interesting. Anywho, Hina, it is your turn.
All right.
Dude is hidden in the bushes.
Well, I wasn't even thinking about him anyway. I was thinking about Iku and all of the cannibals surrounding her, because that's unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just gonna throw fire at them, burn them out.
Burn them out. The one's top knot's already on fire. It's like smoldering,
Well,
like
he's gonna-
a thing of sage when you're
Well, it's time to catch the rest of them on fire, I guess.
cleansing.
Which is a
your
really
house
crass
of
thing to say, but I don't think
No.
a 9 hits him, does
no,
it?
definitely
All right.
not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand back here and flail impotently.
That's what you get for trying to be Paris.
Impotently, eh? Okay.
You know what?
Yes.
Shadow, it is your turn.
Yes, I'm gonna do the thing. All right.
Do the thing. You gotta go do a move and the stuff, and you pinged your token because you
Wait a minute.
hard clicked.
I'm good like that. All of the pinging of the tokens.
Yeah. The 22 hits that guy.
Stealing all my rolls.
For 9 damage. It's still alive.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! These ones in your sneak attack are killing you.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
what
I've been
do you-
rolling like crap for like the past 2 or 3 games.
When do you get another D6 to your sneak attack next level?
It doesn't. Oh,
I don't remember.
yes.
Okay.
Level 5, I think so.
Okay. Iku's turn. Iku is going to. What is Iku's whack with the quarterstaff? I forget what that was. Oh, she rolled 1d20 plus 3. Okay.
Jeez.
She hit that one though.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
For 7 damage. Cool. And that is Iku's turn. And the cannibals. I almost said Hannibals. The
Mean.
one that is in between the zombie corpse that was Dinner and his dead best friend Ian, is going to stab Jabari
Never
Yeah.
gotten to
because
tell him
he
how he
killed
really
his
felt.
best friend. He has tears streaming down his face. They had a thing together.
They
You
were good
ruined it.
friends, guys.
You take 6 spear damage.
Yeah, that would do it. Actually, I'm gonna say no.
Are you?
Shield bitch.
No.
Shield bitch.
That's a lot of damage. I'm gonna say no.
Motherfucker. How many first level spells do you have?
I only have the 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
Enough.
Sure.
Enough. No, that's it. I only have the 2.
And does
Just
that
one
last
turn.
for until your next turn, or just as this reaction?
Just for that one attack.
Okay.
No, it's until the start of your next turn.
Yeah,
It
so
does
really?
say that.
When it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
which is
Yeah.
kind of worthless because my turn's coming up. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it
I
could
stopped
be
6
really
points of
good.
damage. That's a lot of damage.
That's ridiculous. Like I knew shield was good. I didn't know it was that good.
Yeah.
It was real good.
Shield's very nice. It's just the fact that it's a first level spell, and that low levels first level spells are valuable.
Mhm.
All right, Shadow of the Star.
I mean, that
Does a
can
21
still be,
hit you?
that can still be clutch late game too.
Jesus.
Oh yeah,
yes.
totally.
You took 5 damage.
Why am I fighting Mike Tyson?
I mean, Mike Tyson wouldn't be using a pointy stick, but
Why does this guy hate you so much? Is the
I
real
know.
well, you
question.
guys you busted up their dinner like shit.
I mean, maybe they shouldn't have be eating zombies. You
Yeah,
know?
you're considered
Yeah,
not
well,
being
you got to do
cannibal?
what you got to do to survive. Is
Yeah,
all
you
I'm
ever-
saying. Hey, Jabari, it's your turn. Yeah, shield is a great spell. There's a lot of really good first level spells.
There are. That's why I use them more often than I use my second level spells. Also because I
You have
realized
more
all of
spell
my
spots.
all of my second level spells are concentration.
Oops.
Whoops.
Yeah. See, the cool thing about being a wizard is if they're rituals, you just get to take them anyway. Or no, you
know.
need ritual caster. Sorry, that's the feat.
Yeah, it's
So
fine.
I'm under this corpse just because of the way positioning is, but I'm gonna poke the one that's been beaten up on Shadow.
Wait, this one.
Nat
Oh
20.
snap!
Oh
Holy
shit!
shit.
19 damage.
What does your Yikawa do to this dude?
I probably do. I do a
Cut his head in half, predator style.
yeah. I Yikawa.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I Yikawa him in the face, and then I lift it up, and so it like splits the skull, but it's
Ooh.
not like the nice upward one, and it just folds out.
He's so dead that his 6-year-old daughter died too.
Oh no!
Yikes.
What? Wow.
Your old
Alright,
cannibal daughter.
That got dark quick.
Yeah, all right.
It got real dark, guys.
You guys didn't respond to his best friend Ian, so I had to,
I mean,
had to
yeah.
bring family into it.
No, it's true.
Look,
Alright.
this is an anime. Why is there anybody named Ian here? Come on.
I mean, why is a Chulton named Ian?
Yeah,
Ian
that
is-
too.
Ian doesn't have to be a Western name.
I mean,
It's a collection. It's
It
a
can be
very
whatever
short
you
collection.
want.
it's a single syllable with two
Two
vowels in
syllables.
it.
It
Ian.
can-
Oh,
it can
you're
be
right.
Whatever you want it to be.
yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
Fistful of waxberries. It is your turn.
Yeah.
There are two
Um,
people left, contrary to popular belief that there's only
And
one.
you're totally right. I somehow thought we were 5th level and we are still only 4th level. That was my
Mhm.
mistake.
You did an extra attack.
Yeah. So I will take no attack this turn to make up for that. My
Um,
attack from last turn happened this turn retroactively.
Would you like to hug me and cheer me up for getting the crap kicked out of me?
But you
Nope.
could do martial arts and have that bonus melee, bonus unarmed attack.
I mean,
Did you do that last turn, or did last turn nothing happened?
no, because I used my quarterstaff when it should have been an unarmed strike.
To be fair, some guy is shooting at you with some blow darts. So
I mean, that wasn't at me. It's fine.
yeah,
I mean, technically.
yeah.
I mean,
You dodged one. You
So
could
you-
dodge again.
you can still move though.
If you can dodge a blow dart, you can dodge a ball.
Or a skull full of maggots.
Uh,
Yeah. Sorry. I've been playing a lot of Darkest Dungeon lately. Reading some Junji Ito. I got a lot
Mm.
of dark shit in my brains.
Look, there's just gonna be you're. I was saying this in chat. There's gonna be, as long as we don't run into skeletons, they're gonna throw wine or blood at us from goblets. We should be fine.
Yo, stress
It's
is
stress.
the worst.
Right?
Waxy, are you moving or is it Sneaky Man's turn?
It is your sneaky bro's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this.
She stands there with her hands on her hips.
Like I told y'all, get y'all shit together.
Where's
What
the
is
package?
everybody's passive perception?
10.
I am the most observant at a 9.
No.
Oh, you're less observant than I am.
13. 13.
Ooh.
That's better than I thought.
What about you, Shadow?
Shadow of Laystar.
Shadow, what's your passive? Perception.
God damn it, Reese!
Not great.
What's your wisdom mod?
12 is my passive perception.
Okay, there we go.
Oh damn, I freaking crit that.
Oh, okay, cool.
I
He
crit that. I
disappears.
crit that GM roll real good.
Well,
He disappears into the night, or the day, as it would be.
I wasn't looking for him anyway.
Yeah.
No, you. Anywho,
Look, if he wants to come find us, he can, and he can see how how he does against 4 adventurers.
I mean, I'm sure that's how
He's
this
the
is
new
going
villain.
to go.
He's gonna
I
come
need
back when you
to
least
get
expect
my-
it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna stab him in the face because he's.
Like, this one's for Ian.
You know what, Shia? Oh wait, Shia died.
Yeah,
You know
Shia
what?
died quick.
Shia was the first one.
The
Poor Shia.
first to go.
Yeah. Oh, is it my turn?
No, I'm still going.
Okay.
I'm going by a lot. I have a bunch of things I need to do right now. But I am well, that didn't work. So sure. 1d20 plus 5. Jeez, keyboard. Does a 19 hit you, Shadow?
Shadow?
I'm gonna say no, only because you're beating the shit out of me this whole game.
Can you
That
make
sounds
it,
like a yes.
Can you make it a DC 15 Constitution saving throw for me?
Probably not.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
How much damage did I take?
Well,
Don't know if it's damage. That's the issue.
we'll see in a second. You
Oh,
take
that's not that
6 damage. No, that's max damage.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Oh no.
But you also are paralyzed.
That's the thing I was about to say. You're definitely paralyzed. I didn't even know what this was, but I was like, if he's gonna shoot you with a poison dart, he's either gonna poison you or paralyze you.
I'm gonna angrily foam at the mouth at him.
Good.
You're just going to like seizure in his direction.
Yeah, in his
Yes.
general direction.
All right, but that's not the end of it.
Oh no.
Oh no, there's more.
Oh no.
That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit.
Wait, where are these coming from?
That doesn't hit.
You remember where he crit some kind of stealth roll?
Actually, no. Hold on.
Ah,
Does a 16?
he's missing like every single one of these shots.
Does a 16 hit you, my dude, Reese?
So no, theoretically not. Although I am paralyzed at the
So
moment.
you don't have your dexterity.
So I don't
modifier.
have my dexterity. So yes, it does.
Okay, so you take 6
That's-
damage.
That's not how armor class works, though.
Is that
so,
how-
like?
Not okay. Oh,
If I'm
Yeah.
paralyzed, I still get my dex.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
armor
fine.
class is just like you add your dex.
Yeah,
It's not
paralyzed, you're
damage.
just doing advantage.
Yeah, you get
Okay,
advantage. You
that's-
get
This
advantage
is
on it.
not a.
Isn't it advantage and critical? Because he's
Yeah, but I think you have
Let's
to
see.
hit. Hold on, I have an SRD here.
We do. Paralyzed.
A creature automatically fails strength dexterity. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet. Yeah.
Within
Okay.
5 feet.
Well, yeah, it
but
has
they're
to be
not within 5 feet. So
By the way, I need to make another dex save. This one I will
yeah.
do publicly for you.
this is one of those nested ones that
Uh,
has that they're incapacitated, and you go to incapacitated. It's just like can't take actions or reactions.
Yep.
mm,
So Shadow just can't do anything for a
Yep.
while.
A while.
Damn, I crit again.
Oh my god.
That's why, and that's not even the one that that's not even the one that has. That's not even the situation with the.
I would just like to say, our next game, I'm murdering your character.
Oof.
You're gonna murder Ari, but Ari's such a good.
It's fine. It's,
Do you mean
it's
Aerith?
fine.
No, Ari. AARI.
I take
I know, I was
16.
kidding.
Yeah. So it
Just
can.
one fucking cannibal is
No,
gonna
no. That's definitely a to hit roll or something.
No, that's not a to hit roll. That's a
the crit
stealth.
damage, right?
That's a. These both are
Ah.
stealth. rolls.
Oh, they're stealth rolls. I was like,
Yes.
they're definitely not rolling d20 damage. That's not how this game works.
That's
Nina,
not how this
it's
game
your
works.
turn. You saw a bunch of spears come out of the trees, but you didn't really make out any where or anything as to why it happened.
Did any
But-
of them come towards me?
No, all 3 of them went directly towards Shadow.
Okay.
That's
They're saying we need to
disturbing.
burn down the entire jungle.
I mean, my thing was if I was a wizard, I'd just cast fireball at it, but I'm not. So, yeah, that's great.
Is
So
this
I
guy alive so I can torture him later and just completely fuck my alignment?
oh jeez.
Alignment doesn't matter unless you're a
I know.
sorcerer in
I'm
5e,
being
by the way.
That's
So
the
is it?
sorcerer.
So is it over here? Are they over here? Where are these spears coming from?
Yeah, about in those directions you just clicked on.
Okay, somewhere over that direction.
Dude,
Somewhere.
I crit on that stealth roll.
Somewhere in that direction.
Unless you want to take a turn to try to get a 25 on a perception or investigation check.
Both of those would be literally impossible for me, so no.
Then
Yeah.
then somewhere in one of those directions you clicked in is where those spears came from.
All right, then fuck.
North or south.
Or- yeah.
Or
west.
both of those directions.
All
Or
of
any of the
them.
combination.
They're from above. They're mole people coming from below. Who knows?
God.
The spears are
Freaking
just getting
mole.
thrown through the ground up at you guys.
Can you imagine how terrifying?
Someone had clipping turned off. It's
Oh, geez. Oh no. Why is this happening? All right. Let's get this guy on fire then. I don't have anything else to
You're
do.
gonna get that guy on fire? Okay.
Yeah.
You
don't-
11.
You don't get him on fire.
God.
Oh, no.
All right.
The,
I'm
the
gonna-
zombie behind him catches on fire though.
Oh, that's good.
Yay.
I mean,
So-
at least we're burning some of the corpses.
At least he's
I'm
not
gonna-
going to eat raw zombie.
I mean, he's gonna be dead, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna
Mhm.
run over to Shadow, and
Give him a high five.
I was gonna start pulling him.
He picks up my arm and he's like, yeah.
High five. No.
No,
As
Yina
funny as
Yina
it was.
takes off the 8-bit pixel sunglasses that were on you from the beginning of the fight and puts them on herself.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna.
Hey, don't take
start-
my glasses.
I was gonna start pulling him away, but I don't.
Okay.
I don't have the action economy to do that. So I just run over to him and prepare to pull him.
Okay.
Can't see anything without my glasses.
Hey Shadow, it's your turn, but guess what? No, it's not.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
Does he
no.
not get
To make a
oh,
save?
I
yeah,
have
he's
an
not gonna
Alex.
save against paralysis,
Alex,
Let me see
stop.
how paralysis works.
Better.
Hey,
Yeah.
or
let's say
how
hi to-
or
hi
how
to
that specific
Alex.
paralysis works. I should say.
It's just for you.
It's a child.
Hi, Alex.
The
Hi, Alex.
boy.
Alex came to make me feel better. Wave to
Alex.
everybody.
Hi.
Look, wave to the camera up there. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Christine.
All right, blow kiss.
Aw.
Oh.
Aw.
Take your turtle truck that I built for you.
Say thank you, Dad.
Child, unlike Tabaxi,
Yeah, Alex.
not paralyzed.
Fine.
See,
Feel
that
bad.
child, unlike Ian's, survived.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. really harping on this whole.
Really laying it thick.
Yeah, like I don't like we were never gonna meet her. You just laying it on now.
I
Just-
mean, you guys didn't
like,
even try to
the
talk.
audience- the
You
audience
didn't
won't
even
even know
try
about
to talk to these cannibals, okay?
they're cannibals.
I mean,
Also,
we
they're
don't know
throwing
that.
spears at us and paralyzing us. So
first off, Shadow had the first attack.
That is true.
still, also we're
um,
adventurers. What did you expect?
Well, what did you expect? I'm a,
Yeah.
You're
You
messing
can't
with some
guilt us
tribal
after
peoples.
we murder them.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's the perfect time to guilt us, but you can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it. Dungeons and Dragons, murdering random groups.
That
I don't feel bad
hits.
at all. It was zombie Shia LaBeouf, man. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, that's not how you roll.
She
I
got a
mean,
19.
initiative was rolled. That's that.
Yeah,
I heard
that-
the fight music start.
Yeah, that implies combat. so-
That implies that we need to know the order in which events take place.
No, that implies combat because it's in the combat chapter of Dungeons and Dragons.
There
Hey,
you
guess-
go.
Guess what?
Burns.
Y'all simples. Y'all simples on that thought process. All right.
I mean-
So
More.
EQ whacks this cannibal, and he like takes it in the chest and like roars at her. And then she is going to roll. How do you do roll 2d20 drop lowest?
Slash R D20 R1 or
Slash
K1.
No,
K1.
K1, yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
keep. That would be keep the highest, wouldn't it?
Yes.
But I want to keep the lowest.
Oh, there's a way to do it, but I don't know off the top of my head.
I
Just
think it's KL1.
yeah. Try that.
All right. She does not hit it.
Well, she forgot the +3 on it, but yes.
Oh, it still does not hit it though. With the plus.
Yeah.
It's fine. So she hit it once, cracked him right in the chest. I feel like her quarterstaff probably felt a little bit of strain. But Iku's turn is over, and he is going to retaliate upon Iku with his mighty spear.
It's mighty spear and magic.
It's really not a mighty spear at all. It's like a I
Like
don't
a
know,
regular spear,
It's a
but
spear.
It's like 4 cypress shoots tied together with a really sharp rock at the end. No, it has like a dinosaur tooth at the end of it. A 17, does that hit Iku? I think Iku has like crazy. It does not hit Iku.
She is a quaddle.
She is
a Kawaddle.
she is a
Quaddle.
koala.
Also, why is this guy lowballing his damage against Iku, but max damage against people like Shadow and me?
because
Annie.
because
What's with the
roll
shadow?
20 knows when you use the named NPCs that they don't get killed.
No, more like they didn't go to the Imperial Stormtrooper Marksmanship Academy.
That's a good point. Hey,
Our
Jabari,
fantasy specifically make sure you hit this person.
Jabari, it is your turn.
You're like, fuck
Alrighty.
that cat.
This guy in particular needs to die.
It's true.
So I flick off the blood and brain matter of his friend, and then I yikawa him. 18 to hit.
Damn.
Yikawa for 10.
I think he's Yika dead.
For 10
it
damage?
seems
10 damage.
pretty likely,
There's
Yeah.
considering
dead.
everybody has taken some damage so far.
Totally
Yeah.
dead. All right.
Alright.
So you guys have the scariest part of the fight to go through.
Oh,
You have
good.
no idea where any of your assailants are, but you know that they exist.
Well, let's regroup then. He's still stunned, right?
What
Paralyzed.
do you finish up your turn with?
I'm
Jabari?
finishing up my turn with putting myself between Shadow, and so that way anything trying to get to him I can intercept.
Okay.
They gotta come to me first. I just put my shield and Yikawa up.
Waxy,
I'm
what do you
publishing
do?
my memoirs as we speak.
I'm going to look around and see if I can spot where these assailants are coming from.
Waxy, you
should
have
probably
had
scroll
bless, by the
through.
way. So if you need to use a bless on an investigation roll,
If that's how bless works, I don't even remember how bless works.
bless. Well, yeah. You add a D4 to attack or saving rolls. Damn it. Never mind.
Oh, not skills, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was skills.
No, that's the other one.
Saves.
That's guidance.
Guidance, yeah.
Guidance. Fair. Okay.
That's fair.
One of them
That's
is a
fair.
cantrip, and one of them is a first level spell. So
Yeah.
So,
Pretty big
Waxy, my
difference.
dear, what
Yeah.
are you up to?
Well, I definitely want to Oh, can I just do that forever for up to a minute? Oh, nice. I didn't realize that. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna look around and see if I can spot where these attacks are coming from.
So you're looking around. So give me an investigation roll.
Wouldn't
you
it be
can have.
perception to
Let me see, because I always get investigation and perception mixed up because perception is investigation. It's telling me nothing other than it's an intelligence skill. Great.
like investigation is like turning over rocks. And
Yeah,
perception
and
is like looking around and listening.
I was about
That's
to use
fair.
a blades example, but that's not going to be the most helpful thing in that.
No,
that's a good
not.
point. You can use a perception. That's fine.
All right.
You got that wisdom. So
15.
you hear a rustling and see a shadow in this direction.
I did not see that. I was
It's
zoomed
not
in.
in that direction. It's on
This
the floor
direction.
drooling.
Okay. Let's see. 5. 10. Is this a stand of trees right here?
It's like a heavy shrub with like a. It's kind of like a lean-to, I guess.
It's
Like,
a bush.
It's a bush, but it's reinforced. Like it's like y'all up in these people's homes and shit.
Ah, reinforced bush. Yes.
I mean, what else would you be if you were?
I want to climb it.
You want to climb it? It's okay. You want to climb it? Okay.
So I'm like up-ons.
Okay. Well, you trigger an attack of opportunity.
That's
What?
good.
Welp.
And I guess I'm going to have to make another dexterity check after this with disadvantage. Does a 19 hit you?
It does.
For 2 damage. And now I'm going to slash R1 or 2D 20 KL 1 plus 5. 12. What is your
My
passive
passive is
perception?
a 13. Gotcha.
Found him.
Damn tribal warrior. Cannibal man.
Bam.
Top knots there.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
No, I should be able to use my martial arts to make a attack here. Yeah.
How far did you move? Or
Uh,
no, you're fine. You can make an attack here.
Yes.
Boop him in the head. Does martial arts require you to make
Just
an attack?
punch him in the
beforehand?
throat.
I don't think it does. Let me double check. I've been wrong earlier today.
Mhm.
See here.
Let's see. I should know from playing that Way of the Kensei monk, but I don't remember.
You seem to have a lot of fun playing that character.
She
You're
was
right.
really fun.
I didn't know I was going
No,
to be
you're
a
right. I
fighting
do.
game
I need to make an
character.
attack, so I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
She
So
was a lot
you
of fun.
you lock
Okay.
eyes, and then you get that Bushido moment where there's like a flash of light that goes between you two, and you hear the gong in the background, and then
Mhm.
it is the bad guy's turn.
That's that guy.
He's a bad boy.
So
Apparently that guy's an initiative 13. Goddamn.
what do you mean an initiative 13?
I see a 13 initiative. Oh, from one of the dead people. Never mind. Just didn't get removed.
Probably for the best, really.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, hold on. This guy is still stealth to you, so I get to roll another one and take the eyes.
Oh no.
No.
Is he?
Yes.
She spotted him. Oh, different person. I was like, wait a
Okay.
minute.
A 10 probably still doesn't hit you though.
No, it does not.
And I will make my Seshar 2D 20 KL 1 plus 9. 15. You do not have a passive perception of 15 though, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay, so you do not spot.
We will never find this man. He'll never be found.
We'll have to run out of spears eventually.
Well,
You'd think that.
I mean, one of them has blow darts. Can you give me a stealth roll at disadvantage just because you're in the shrubbery, or would that be your guarded or?
Hide is an action. So
Yeah.
So
So, I
what
mean,
is-
I'm just
What is
like
cover
at
in this game? Is there cover in this game?
yeah.
yes, half and
yeah.
3/4 in total cover are things. You get half cover gives you +2 to your AC,
Okay.
and 3/4 gives you +5.
I'm going to give you. So for one of these attacks that are about to happen, you're going to have half cover, so you get +2 to your AC.
Okay.
So. Boop boop. Man, I'm bad at this.
Combat cover.
21. Okay, so you take a spear, but it's thrown, so it's only a d6. For 4 damage.
Snap.
And then you hear directly above
Ooh,
you.
wait, I don't need to spend a key point to use deflect missiles.
Ooh.
Only if I want to throw it back.
Oh, sweet.
So I can use a reaction to deflect a missile. So this is thrown at me, right? Yeah.
It is thrown, yes.
Sweet. Okay. So when I do, the damage I take from the attack is reduced by a d10 plus my dex modifier plus my level. So my dex mod is 5 and my monk level is 4. So it's a d6 plus 9.
Nice.
Okay, so the amount of damage I take is reduced by 11.
So you only took... So you just like... Pcha! And the thing flies off to the side.
Yeah, and if I had a key point left, which I don't, I could then immediately throw that back at him, but I don't have a key point to spend there, so. Cool.
Where is it? There it is. Okay. No! Why is this not in the SRD?
What are you looking for?
Grapple.
It should be.
It just keeps bringing me to the front combat page, and I can't get any further.
Are you looking for the grapple condition or the action?
Grappling, the action, the combat action.
I mean, that's just an action to do, so...
But I want to know what it entails, is what I'm trying
Just
to
rolling an attack.
Yeah, but what does grappling do?
So the grappled condition, a grappled creature speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect, such as when a creature is hurled away by a thunderwave spell.
Okay. So, Waxy, from
Yes.
directly above you, you hear leaves and branches breaking, and a tribesman is going to drop down on top of you and try to grapple you.
I'm gonna have fun doing an athletics check.
Wait,
Or monk, you've been grappled a lot.
Oh no.
I was going to make you make a dexterity saving throw of like 12 to make sure you don't fall off of the thing that you're standing on.
I mean, that's not that hard.
Yeah, that's not hard at all. But I crit you with the grapple, so you are grappled, but you don't fall out of the boat.
It's a skill check,
Grapple is not a skill check. Grapple is an attack.
It uses athletics, so that's why I'm like, it's confusing. But
wait,
maybe.
hold. That's why I was.
It's an opposed check because it's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
You're right. It is. She rolls. The grappler rolls athletics. The defender is athletics or acrobatics.
Yep.
Okay.
So
it's fine. We're
also
fine.
Waxy got a 12.
No.
For the dex. That's for the dex save.
That was the dex save to not fall off, which was what I needed, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So,
athletics versus athletics or acrobatics. So you can use athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
I need to pull up.
Damn, 24.
Katie lands on her feet.
It is impossible for him to make 24.
That's right.
Brilliant.
Actually, founded accuracy.
Hold on, but if I get a crit,
nope.
Nope, not on skill.
Not how skill checks work.
Yeah.
I know. Sometimes you wish it happened.
He does the absolute best he can.
It would have been so great if it happened. I wouldn't have made it work, but I would have loved.
No, he does the absolute best he possibly physically could. Maxie sidesteps him.
See, but I've always ran it so like if you get a crit on a perception check, you catch the thing, or if you get a crit on an investigation, you get the thing. It doesn't matter if the challenge rating's 30 and you only get a 26. But
So
that's just personally how I play. And also,
I mean,
I need to move.
5th edition is written in such a way that bounded accuracy is a thing for skill checks.
Yeah, but you're also forgetting that, like, 5th edition is also written so that you do whatever the hell you want with it.
Yep.
Ish.
Since we can't
Yeah.
occupy the same space, it is going to go here, I guess. And that grapple was its action, so it. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, hold on.
What?
I still never mind. I'm just like, hold on. I would have had advantage on that, but then again, I still can't. It doesn't matter because I can't make the 24. So it is Yena's turn. Yena,
Oh.
while Waxy can see the two people in the bushes, you cannot. No, hold on. You could probably see this guy because this guy is going to. Special 2.
My passive perception of 10? Probably not.
It's a 10. You can see.
Oh
that
my
one.
god! I can see him!
You can see this one. You can't see this one.
That's fine.
But
I
you can
know
see
she's
this one.
fighting people in the bush.
Mhm.
That's what's important.
And your
well,
friend, Witchy.
Probably the you saying you can do whatever you want with 5th edition, which is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Yeah.
make sure I'm consistent with it. Like, if I break a rule, I make sure that it's consistently broken and it's done in a fair way.
I'm gonna focus on pulling Shadow away so he doesn't get hit with any more spears or anything.
That's a good call.
So I'm gonna pull him. No. Wait, it's Q? Oh, it's right click. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna pull him over here.
What? Iku's gonna say no. Don't do that.
Why?
Leave him next to me.
Okay. Just like, all right. Yeah, so she's gonna pull him over.
I'm not only a cuddle, I'm a vampire.
Oh, well. That's
Oh,
not
well, all right.
expected,
then
but
we're
okay.
all gonna die. Cool.
I'm kidding.
It's gonna stay
Goofy.
on her good side. It's fine.
Yeah.
Vampires can be friendly.
And it's,
then
die in a good way when you become a vampire too. Don't worry about it.
you're so
Well,
sure
it's
that I would
cool.
also become a vampire.
I mean, you're a vampire. Azaka's a lycanthrope. It was meant to be.
Hmm.
Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna come over here and
I like the group that happened.
I'm gonna
how those stories go.
come over here and be behind the Stankliosaurus.
You're gonna do
What's
that.
left of
Can you
Yeah.
make a perception check for me, please?
Sure, I can certainly try.
Just
In
like
the body.
it's just like
Ah! 16. Oh wow,
16. Hold on. What the?
it's like a
No.
birthday cake.
Okay, never mind.
but
You're
none
good.
of the celebration.
So
I'm not get another Constitution check like every
you
time
do
this
not. Paralysis needs to be recovered via means of mostly magical or.
Then I'm just
medicinal
gonna go
nature.
ahead and use this as the start of my rest.
The problem is Iku's gonna use lesser restoration on you.
Oh,
I think that's how that works, right?
that is how that works. I'm pretty sure you just recovered conditions.
Yep. Is it all conditions though? Because there's
I-
greater restoration. for
It's
a
true.
reason.
Greater restoration heals limbs and shit. I'm pretty sure lesser restoration does like poison and
Well, it does blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned. So yes,
There you
Ah, there
she
you go.
does that on you, and you stop being rigid, and your mouth is less foamy. You don't seem like a stray with rabies anymore, and you're probably still pretty beat the fuck up though, because you took a lot of hits.
I did take a fuck ton of damage.
It just sucks that was after your turn and not before, and you can't hold action while you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
But okay, this guy gets to get deleted because they're all dead. Jabari, it's your turn.
Well,
Your friend Shadow is no longer a paralyzed cat.
that's good. Waxy didn't get grappled by either of them, right? She busted
Did not
her.
get grappled. One tried to drop on her head though. It was funny, and she just like
Ah,
she kind of just
not
like
acceptable.
ninja suplexed it off and he landed
Okay.
on nimbly and stuff.
All right.
It's a straight up kung fu movie going on in these bushes.
I'm
Yep.
jumping over here. These guys are gonna eat some more green flame.
What is your cuz
Yes.
I need you to make a check because these two have different stealth scores right now.
They're stealthing even though they tried to grapple her.
This one is not stealth, but it's like within that would be cover then. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cover
This
cover
one-
doesn't do any
This one is stealth.
for stealth
though, but I
necessarily.
think it's a 15 for that one.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's
If
a
that
15.
if that hits, then he takes the fire and the flames still jump to the other guy, regardless of where he's hiding.
That 15 does hit.
Alrighty. So 11 damage to the one I poke with the Yikawa, and 4 fire to his friend. I say, set his top knot on fire.
You do have
Wait,
to
does
see
a
the friends that-
does a Yikawa have range? Like reach? Because this is the
No.
one you can't see. The one in
This-
the one in the front is the one you cannot see.
Is he stealthed or is he in cover?
He's stealthed. This one's in cover. Because this
And-
is the one that tried to grapple Waxy. They just couldn't.
All right,
occupy
then
the
I'm
safe
over.
space.
Then I'm over here
Okay.
because that's much more clear. So this one takes 11,
Okay.
and this one gets set on fire.
I will.
I guess
will
I would
accept
need to be able to see him though. What's
that.
Just says yeah, it says a creature
That
of
you
your
can
choice that you can see within 5
feet. So it does not.
17?
Can we just call in an airstrike on this bush?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do
The
here.
thing is the perception check is after the spell was cast. It's kind of like the stack in Magic. But the 11 does kill that dude. If that helps you feel any better.
Slish swoosh.
I mean, can you mark them when they're stealthed in the future? So it's
Yeah, it's because it's not stealth to Waxy, and she was the only one there, and I was trying to,
Yeah. I
trying to
get-
juggle a couple things, but
There's
sort of
yeah,
stealth.
they're the things for roll
Mhm.
20. Show us that they have things on them, like the
Yeah.
grenade.
And then the ones that are stealth to everybody are on the GM levels. Anyway,
yes.
Mhm.
Jabari, is that your turn? You killed the guy.
Yeah, I'm done. That's all I can see.
Cool. Waxy, it's your turn.
I can see this dude, yeah?
You can see this dude.
Okay. Well,
to-
I'm gonna smack him.
You're gonna
Bath in the
smack him.
face.
If you get under
Nah.
a 20 for the first time in this
Smack.
session,
Nope.
20 for
10
10
damage.
bludgeoning damage. Yikes. Okay. Cool. And it is still standing, not quite
All
dead.
right. I'm gonna kick it.
You're gonna kick it.
I'm gonna kick
That
it.
hits for 8 damage. It
Yeah.
falls out of the trees and dies. Breaks its spine or something. I don't know.
Ian's brother, Ian.
All right, I am going to slash GM roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh
to-
no.
Oh,
Oh,
no, I
no.
don't. I actually don't want to GM roll this. I want to do this one out in the public. Never mind. This is not a reinforcement. Slash R.
T100.
20. K1 plus 9. 23. So that is his new stealth score for the blow dart guy.
I'm
And
never gonna find this guy because nobody has very good perception in this group.
He is going to once again do the thing he did before, which was what the fuck was the thing he did before? Oh yeah, it was.
Shoot people with blow darts?
I want to Diablerize this guy.
We just transitioned to vampire.
Like, I want to
Fine.
eat his soul
Yeah.
just because he's that freaking annoying.
Just
Well-
gain his powers. It's fine.
Does a 14 hit you, Axie?
I think no.
You think no?
No.
A
I
14 does
checked.
not hit you.
No.
I'm gonna go with no.
I mean, I went and checked.
Oh, only low AC person is not a monk in this party, so.
All right, so you, it is now Yina's turn.
Well, everyone's dead. But there is a guy shooting blow darts, but I know I can't find him. So
Shit, hold on. There's actually another dude. My fucking bad.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
this one's
geez.
actually throwing a spear at Yina. Sorry.
Oh, good.
no.
Okay. Oh boy, that's not great.
Precious Yina.
Precious
Does
me.
a 17 hit
Yes.
for 6 damage? And
Oh, oof. That's rude.
25 plus 3. Ooh, that's an 8 stealth. I don't think anybody has a lower passive perception than that.
No.
He's also being observed by the people around him, so he wouldn't be able to.
This guy
that's
just poked
convenient. All right. Well, I'm gonna run behind his cover and shoot him with fire.
Light him on fire.
Yeah. God, he is annoying. He threw a spear at me and hit me with it. Rude. All right, so I'm gonna head over
And
here.
he hit you with it.
Yep.
Extra rude.
Yeah,
Very
right?
rude.
Shit.
All right.
How dare.
These things are pointy.
Firebolt. Oh, I finally hit him. I finally hit something.
Good job, you did it.
17 does hit him, right?
Yes, a 17 does hit him.
Okay, good. I do 10 fire damage.
Oh, you burn up
I
his
did max
clothes,
damage.
and now it's like one of the. Oh no, he kind of looks like Wolverine in a car fire.
So, Hugh Jackman in a car fire? Like,
Yeah, a little bit.
Just Wolverine.
no, okay.
It's actually a Wolverine.
An actual Wolverine.
Yeah, the animal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadow. It's your
Badger.
first turn in like 4 turns. What are you gonna do with your newfound turnage?
Stick the dart back in.
Yeah.
Just stick the dart.
I'm done with
Oh,
this
this felt good.
one.
Yeah, you're on the ground with Iku
I
above
need
you.
I need my downers. Let's see. I don't know, man. I'm.
You
pretty
can
much-
you can see this guy and you can see this guy.
That guy's dead, though,
That
isn't
guy's
he?
dead. You're
Yeah.
right. That guy dead.
I'm gonna kill him again.
He has a negative 6 on his health. Yeah, he's dead.
I think that's probably dead.
Yeah, you know.
Please, dear, let that be dead.
I mean, or dying.
Use
Guess
that
dying.
sprint.
Oh fuck that! I'm not getting within melee range of these idiots. They like, murdered me already.
Oh.
Yeah,
Murder is...
what is your as the GM? I am asking, what is your hit point total right now?
65.
And you are next to your homie Iku, so you get the sneak attack. So you do 8 damage to this
So I have
dude.
16 health left. Is what I have now.
I heard 65 and I was confused.
No, I said 65 to be,
Ah.
but I have 16.
So the 16 hits him even with the cover, and you catch him like right in the where the neck, the trapezius, the neck meets the shoulder.
Neck meats.
Yeah, the neck
Okay.
meets right in the neck meets.
And
You,
it beats sweats.
you hear a ripping and see a gout of blood, and he falls forward over top of the bushes. He's kind of laying over top of it, and it is now Iku's turn. She was like, I know there is still one here.
Wish I had more strength because I would pick one of these guys up and beat one of the other ones with it.
That sounds like a good idea. I would do that too. Sorry, everybody looking at my thing.
No.
That came off way different than I intended it to.
It's
Looking at my
just a
desktop.
little- Just a
I
little
feel
bit.
like that's a strike against your stream.
Yikes.
It might be more than a strike.
I mean, my thing wasn't actually showing, so it was just.
Well, you're not making it any better.
It's okay.
TOS. I'm pointing at it. TOS.
That doesn't breach TOS.
I mean,
Saying that does not make breach TOS. She is going to do a perception check, which I guess I can just click the thing, right?
Oh, probably.
Ooh, that sucks. She has a +5 too. Shit. Well,
Hmm.
she does not see the things. And she says, well, and boop Shadow with a cure wound.
Boop.
Thank you.
Boop.
All right, Jabari, it is your turn.
So is this dumb idiot exposed?
This dude is dead.
that dumb idiot is dead.
Oh, that
Yeah.
dumb idiot is dead.
There is still a threat present.
The music has not stopped yet.
We've
God.
not gotten the celebratory.
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
those. I've had those combat sequences where it's like there's still an enemy here, but you haven't found him. It's just like, oh,
See, the thing about that though, the victory music. I watched the clip from Advent Children where Tifa fights the guy, and after she beats him, his cell phone goes off, and it's
Yes,
battle music.
that was such a great moment. I love that so much.
That movie sucked so bad though.
Oh, it did.
I don't
but
even
that is a
care.
great fight scene. That is a great fight scene.
that is a good fight scene. That's fine.
all
And
right.
it's like, and she just beats his
Thanks,
ass up and
O'Neill.
down the church, and he's just not phased by it. Not crying.
Yeah, the last enemy fell down a cliff, got stuck.
Here,
So-
what can I do? They're not undead, right? These are
Yeah,
actual
these
living
are
souls.
human. These are humans and half elves.
Oh, that,
Oh, they're half elves. Oh,
that's
okay.
weird.
Humans and there's an assortment. You really can't tell which are which because they're more human they're more human than elf. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
Interesting. I guess I'm
Advent
just. I
Children
guess I'm
was a
just gonna-
crime. You're right.
I'm going to hold my action.
Okay.
That the moment that this person reveals himself to try and do anything, he's getting an Eldritch Blast to the face.
Okay.
I
Sounds
forgot
good.
you do that. I forgot you.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
do it. I don't do it often, but I have a ranged attack to fall back on when
Have you done that yet in our presence?
No, not in your presence.
I didn't think so. Okay.
You
cool,
need to
cool,
describe
cool.
what your Eldritch Blast looks like when it does happen, but Waxy, it is your turn now.
I'm gonna also do the look around. I want to see if I can spot, like, I can still feel the danger in the air.
The hair on the
Uh,
back of your cat neck is standing up.
Yeah, let's go.
A 17
But coming in
does
here to-
not. You needed a 23.
Great. No, I could have.
Alright.
I could have taken the 23 if I crit, but no. I guess I'm just gonna like move further into this little bush area. Well, actually, I'm gonna start climbing this. Like,
the bush.
I guess I can't really climb the bush because I guess he came over from like overhead canopy that was not like in this little stand of bushes. Is that right?
That was where the dude that dropped down on you came from.
Okay, because there's not something I can climb here. Is basically what I'm saying.
I'm kind of thinking of it as 3 tiers. This
Okay.
tree is 3 tiered just to make it a little bit more dimensional for the fight scene here.
I want to climb up it and take another better look around. I'm just gonna climb up it.
Okay.
Now
And-
I'm still in the same place, but I'm in a tree now.
Okay.
Cool.
And now I'm on a horse.
We did not bring any horses into the jungle.
No, that'd be a dumb idea.
It's shown to be like, and now I'm on a dinosaur, right?
If I do the
There we
if
go.
I do the ruler tool on the GM layer, does it show you guys the ruler tool?
Why don't you test it?
Oh no, there's hide from others. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Cool.
Okay, so I've got.
Whip. All right, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna head back toward the Ankylosaurus and take the dodge action.
Good
Damn.
action.
Damn.
What? What is that? I'm expecting that's a stealth roll.
Yes, that's his stealth roll
Why does he have advantage on his stealth rolls?
because he was already stealthed.
That doesn't give you advantage,
That's
but
not how that works.
yeah, that's not how that works at all. But sure.
Fine, whatever. We'll give him a 12 on his stealth roll. It's fine.
I mean, somebody can see him.
Me.
Yeah, Waxy.
From my higher vantage point in the tree, I can spat him.
Yeah,
There he is.
spotted. Did it? Where's the man with the grenade?
Ah,
Wait, how did he get over there?
won't get him.
He booked ass after all his friends died?
Won't get him.
Yeah, maybe he should have been helping his friends instead of booking it.
Won't get him.
He only booked it once, and that was, like, very recent.
Oh.
It is a Yena turn. I don't know, Yena.
I already did my turn.
Oh, you
bec-
did? Okay,
Yeah,
so Shadow's turn.
because I didn't know we had spotted him because you rolled after my turn. So, because if we had spotted him, I would just thrown fire at him.
Well, I even though I've spotted him, I don't think I can tell anyone where he is until it's my turn.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna do exactly what I said.
I can see him with my passive perception. So
What's your passive?
12.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap. Okay, then yeah, totally. Get him! Get him!
Get him.
Get him!
Shoot him with your bow and arrow.
Or use your bonus action dash and stab him.
Speed. So
Fucking. I'm a tabaxi, so I run fast. Damn
I
it.
runs fast, bitches.
I run fast.
So done with this guy,
Yeah, stab him in the face.
or not.
A 13 does hit.
Don't stab
Oh, it does.
God,
Yeah.
thank God.
Did it? God, the
Fuck.
sneak attack damage.
That's a damn good rapier hit, though.
Yeah.
He is not dead though.
All right,
You-
so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm literally gonna stab him and like ride him like a horse.
No, that's not an option.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That requires a grapple.
That requires a grapple, and you don't have another full action.
I use a saddle though, so it's fine.
You don't.
Where did you get the saddle from?
Yeah, where'd you get the saddle from?
First off,
The
you also need a
encumbrance?
human saddle, and you have not been to the BDSM store, so.
I even bought him the tail.
Wow. All right, it is EQ's
Look, you need
turn.
consent for that, okay?
You do,
Yeah,
right?
that's a bit much.
He's trying to kill us. It's fine.
That's not the same.
All right, Iku, get him. Whap him in the face.
That's what she's
Believe in
gonna
you.
do. Slash whap. That does not hit. But she gets to do another one, so it's fine.
again.
Toy,
Do it again.
toy. Last time you said that when it was a 2 and a 3, it rolled a 2 and a 3 again. Damn, crits.
Hey, there you
So-
go.
That was a 2 and a 3.
Slash
Chaos Plateau.
R 2d8 plus 3.
Yes.
Well, that wasn't too good.
God,
He's actually still alive.
these damage rolls.
Jabari, it's your turn. Your foe is very far away, but you can see him, and your friends are going after him.
I should have had my action when he popped up.
You couldn't see him technically because your passive perception's only 9.
Did
But
he
then-
do anything on his turn?
No,
No.
No.
he hid.
Yeah.
No. All right. So is he out now, or is he still hitting?
He, I don't know. I guess each time you get a, what happens when you
Every
get
time,
attacked?
every time he does something, he comes out of stealth.
What
Unless
a-
he.
I don't know if you're still hidden if somebody runs up to you and hits you with a.
Yeah, I'm
with
just
a-
gonna go
staff
ahead and
or a
say
sword.
that, like, he is kind of
We
surrounded
should
by your
have- we should
companions.
have battlefield awareness of what's happening. If our friends are beating the shit out of someone in a bush, it should be easier to see them.
Yes, that's what I'm saying is the case for right now. With the Waxy situation, I feel like it was because of the 3-tiered nature.
Yeah,
as I had
I mean, in
mentioned.
cover.
Yeah, in the cover. But yes, you
All
can
right,
see this dude.
So
to
if
make
I
it
can
easier.
see him, I'm shooting him. Eldritch Blast.
Oof.
All right. Well, there you go. I was gonna knock him out of the bush so we wouldn't have to deal with this crap, but I guess he's.
So what does your Eldritch Blast look like?
Yeah,
Uh,
because we get to see it.
It is probably a gold beam, and when he fires it, it's like the dark side doom beam where it zigzags in abnormal ways because it has to make like a maze as it
I love
goes,
Nice.
and so it just mazes out and tries to hit, and it probably just misses. But he fires it from his Yikawa because that's his packed weapon. So
nice.
he just beam shots out of it.
I love the descriptor of the eye beams. That's really cool.
Nice. Yeah, I'm digging it. I like it. Waxy, it is your turn. Unless you're
All
doing
right.
more. Jabari, don't want to cut you off.
By the way, Shadow's probably like, what the? He's never seen it before, so he doesn't know it's from one of them.
Yeah, I've never seen that
What it
before.
was.
I mean,
but-
you also could probably expect it's from Yina since your back's towards the direction it came from.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. I ain't never seen you shoot any of that shit.
Yeah, but you
Well,
also
I mean-
never saw Yina create a flump that runs around
That's a
in
good
circles
point.
before
That is
Yeah,
either.
a
you-
very good
Oh,
point.
good.
Random ass magic happens around Nina. That's
People are blaming things that aren't my fault now. Good.
Golden
I know
version
it
of
didn't
Eldritch
come from you
Cuckoo.
because
Yeah, you saw.
Jabari is
it.
literally in my line of sight here. So,
Yeah.
however, I can pew pew ray from here. I'm pretty sure my pew pew ray goes a million miles.
That's a really long distance. They are exactly 60 feet away from you. So
Okay. My radiant sunbolt can go.
probably 120.
Oh nope,
Probably.
30 feet.
Ooh,
All right.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
I guess I gotta jump out of the tree.
Get him.
I'm expecting that you Nataro? Yeah, Nataro run.
No, I do this really cool thing where I like run to the end of the branch,
No.
and then like I do like a spin as I leap off, and like the
As you're coming down in somersault,
it's
you
like-
shoot your ray of sunlight.
it goes pew, 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 pew. It's like a little firecracker thing going off.
Nice.
Yeah.
By the
Naruto.
way, he said it so messed up that I didn't even know what he was talking.
Naruto.
You were
Naruto?
trying to say Naruto. You said
I was
Dude,
like-
I couldn't say the word the earlier.
I
so
literally
don't-
thought you
don't
were
judge
talking
me.
about the centaur guy from Mortal Kombat. I was like,
Oof.
what?
You hit him for 9 damage, and guess what? That kills him and any hope for his family's
Yay!
survival.
I'm gonna kill him like 2 or 3 more times just to be safe.
So how many?
Was carrying a grenade.
How many freaking cannibals did I throw at you guys? Man, there's a
Uh,
lot of
I don't know, but
people
that
who.
last-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The
6,
last
7,
guy
8, 9, 10.
So 10. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did grenade cannibal guy have cost more XP because he was a rogue?
yes, but I'm making this. I altered hit points and armor class of other ones too, so I'm just going to make it an encounter CR then instead, because
Oh,
they're
gee.
normally only one quarter CR
By the
Mm.
way, I don't know that we ever got
or
experience
1/8.
the last combat with the
I think we did. I think we did.
We did not,
You did
because
not do that.
nobody wrote it down if we did.
yeah, we
Shit.
busted out pretty quick after last session.
So there were 6 zombies, 1 white, and a
Oh, that's right. There was that.
Ankylosaurus zombie. So I'm gonna need to do some math.
A zombieosaurus.
So-
Zambosaurus. There was a white, some Zambos, an Ankylosaurus, and then a bunch of cannibals.
And a partridge in a pear.
So many Zambos.
Yeah.
We'll,
Maybe we'll get to level 5.
we'll
maybe-
call the cannibal fight a CR 5.5.
All right.
Did it feel more difficult than that?
Yeah, that was really fucking annoying.
It wasn't
I
difficult.
mean,
it
but
was
then
just
again,
annoying.
you
You
guys
say
had
that, I
those,
lost 2/3 of my health.
and you got paralyzed for 3 turns.
Yeah.
You also
but-
got shot multiple times, to be fair.
I
'Cause
I
okay.
also implemented the factor of cover in this fight, and we've been playing in open field every other combat before this too.
An open field dead.
Like,
yeah.
I literally got crit in this fight 3 times in a row. I was like,
Yeah. You had quite good rolls, GM. You
Yeah,
did.
that is true.
I did.
That
I
definitely
did roll a whole.
contributed.
You stole all of my luck, considering I hit a grand total of 1s the entire fight.
I got 4 crits in that combat. 5
Damn.
crits in that combat.
and
Yeah.
3 of them were on me.
I think most of them were dex or stealth, but yeah.
Mhm.
So that happened. What are you guys doing? What's going on?
I'm killing this guy again. I'm just like
You're just gonna sit
He's
there and
already dead.
stab him a whole
decapitating
bunch.
him, burning the
Oh my-
body, scattering it over running water.
Rapiers are the best weapon for decapitation, I assure you.
I'll make it work for this guy.
We're gonna throw them all on top of the Ankylosaurus and the Zambo, and we're gonna burn them all.
Light them on
Sounds like a
fire.
good idea.
I'm
Mhm.
going to
Especially because it's dry today, so it'll be easier to do it.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
while
That
you
fire will be nice and easy.
while
Mhm.
you guys have a little conversation amongst your party, I'm going to write some notes so I don't forget about your experience, because I don't want to forget about your experience.
Could be handy. We should burn all the bodies, I agree.
Mm-hmm. We should.
And with your magic, can you make sure the fire burns?
I mean, I can maintain it. That's probably about the best you can expect for me.
I just want to know how the fuck is this thing an expert assassin out of nowhere?
In the jungle, you need to be prepared to handle anything, including hunting.
Yes, but this was ridiculous.
It was a skilled hunter, no doubt.
yes, exactly. It's look, we burn him like the rest of them. It's fine.
I kick him
We
again.
should do it
You
quickly.
are so pragmatic. I appreciate
I mean, this is a case of leaving them here probably means more zombies, right? I don't look.
I'm not interested in more zombies. I'm not disagreeing. with
Exactly.
you.
I don't know a lot about wizards, but what I do know about wizards is that wizards are always about, well, some of them are necromancers, and necromancers like corpses. So
Can I look over some of these bodies? There's something specifically that I, out of character, know about, but I imagine since Jabari is from Nyanzaru, can I make a history check while looking over their foreheads? Because I think it would be something that would stick out.
you're muted. Outro.
Oh, outro. I was like, I am?
Yeah. Hold on, give me one. I need to find their entry real quick. 1 second.
They should have some thingies on their foreheads that are really obvious to us.
Yeah. I need to find where the hell they are though.
And so really the question is, how much would Jabari know about that if I made a history check?
Why is this out?
Damn
Well,
champ.
I need to find what you're asking me for before I can tell you what you.
The context of what the triangles are is what you're looking for.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find their information beyond their character sheet because I have their character sheet here.
Brindis, why don't you just PM outro and then that way-
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
for it. Be like, this is what we might know.
I mean, probably the only person who wouldn't know in the party is Yina. So like,
I don't know what it is. We may or may not know.
yeah, same.
Find this.
But two of you
encounter.
are archaeologists, and then there's Jabari. So
yeah.
like, and Iku probably maybe knows. So it would really literally just be Yina who would just be like, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking
We're all
about.
standing around like talking like, yeah, totally the triangles. You're like, what?
What? Triangles. Sounds like wizard talk.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty
real
sure
bad.
I know what you're looking for. You're looking for a symbol.
Mhm. The upside down blue triangle.
Yes, you do. All of them have that.
Alrighty. I want a history check real quick just to see if Jabari knows it so I don't spout off anything unnecessary.
I mean, you have
Seven!
no, you have advantage on this
90.
because you were trying to go to a certain place anyway.
That's true.
That's
12.
associated. At 12, you understand that the symbol is associated with a tribal collective. So it's a group of different tribes of roving tribal warriors or cannibals, to put it
Waxing myself.
less delicately, that associate themselves with the word Raz,
Hmm.
Berry.
which is
Raz
Raz.
is a
Raz
title.
is a title. Yeah.
What
But
is
I don't narrow down the specifics.
Yeah,
does
because
Raz
it would
mean?
be ancient.
Raz is just a title like
It would
Lord.
be ancient.
Oh.
What did you think that maybe the archaeologist knows something about this? What?
I mean, probably, yeah. Well,
Let's
you are
roll
the
some
one making
history.
rolls.
point it out? Point them out.
No, I sure don't.
Damn,
Sure
I
don't.
either. We're
Yeah.
like derp.
So you know
Yeah, I don't
that prior to the Merchant Kings, there was kind of a feudalistic setup in the lands of Chol. The civilization expanded much further than it currently does, because right now it's kind of just Port Nyanzaru and some just set up settlements and stuff. But there were it was thriving, and it was under a feudalistic. So Raz is a title of a particular it's like a family, like a hierarchical family name, I guess.
Oh, like a noble family.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Well, that's interesting, but yeah, I know even less than Jabari on this one.
I was like, yay, dice, not helping.
I feel like Jabari lucked out because he's kind of like trying to head in the direction of stuff that's related to this kind of thing. So
I would roll if I was from Cholt, but I'm not, and I also am sort of historian.
the
That's,
best part
that's
is
why I was like, I
Max and
definitely.
myself are trained in history.
how about you roll, and it could be that you I don't know, you like reveal something that's part of their clothing that Iku points out.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's roll it.
Because I don't want to do skill checks as Iku because it's just silly.
3.
Sorry.
Wait,
we tried.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. I haven't used luck today. I'll use a point of luck,
Okay.
and I'll
Do
roll
it. Do
Oh,
it.
good point. I can do that too.
Mhm.
Hey, I totally forgot about
again.
luck.
2.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh my gosh.
We're so good at this.
I got a nat 1 and a nat 20. Oh, we both got nat 1s.
We both got that one.
High five.
Your luck
So-
says you are not supposed to know this.
So I
I
guess
am
it's,
SMRT.
I guess it's a good thing that you guys are heading to Nangalore then.
Good.
Alright, so I'm going
Wow.
to move you guys back to the player map of Cholt. That'll probably take a little while to populate. I'm gonna
Oh, that was
move-
quick.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
need to remember that I have lucky, by the way, because I probably should have rerolled so much.
Yeah. I mean, I would have re-rolled, but it was like this.
Like
Is,
that Constitution save.
I figured that like I don't know. It was fine. I
So
figured
you,
we had this.
Your dryness sticks around for you to light your fire and burn up the corpses, but as night falls, so does the sky, and thunderstorms begin.
Oof.
You are now where the gross red dot thing that I drew very poorly is, and you're getting
That is an A+ dot.
Yeah.
you're getting pretty close to Nangalore, which is right here. I can actually, you know what? I'm gonna just reveal Nangalore because Iku.
You want to take a break while you review Nangalore?
I mean, aren't we at the?
Yeah, we're at the
Yeah,
end.
we're
of
actually
the
end.
show.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Went straight through because we started a bit late. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
did.
we started a bit late, and we talk showed for the first hour.
We
Okay.
we talk showed hard today.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens, you know. Sometimes that's how you gotta play D&D. You just gotta.
It's mostly
socialize.
because we missed a week, so we had a lot to talk about.
we had to catch up.
Yeah.
Well, last week we missed, but we kind of ended up hanging out because we all got together, but super late.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's fine. We gotta. It's good to be friends with your D&D group.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mhm.
So I don't know about you guys, but we have about 3 minutes. I will say that you guys will successfully get a full rest. I have posted it in the
Oh, thank goodness.
Discord. The
Things we killed.
Yeah, the things you killed.
But how much XP is that?
I will calculate it. I just
Cool.
haven't done it yet.
No, I'm fine with that. It was just
Beep boop boop boop. And
10,000.
10,000 XP. I don't know if how much experience do you guys need to level 5?
We have 2,780. At least I do.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
And I have to go to Dungeons and. Oh, wait, actually, no. The SRD probably has experience, right? Experience points.
Learning from experience for the class bard, but rules, multi-classing experience points.
Level.
5 is 6,500.
Thank you. There
6,500.
we go.
I doubt you guys will get there, but you'll totally get a ton of experience. So that's fine. Yeah, well, good stuff. Sorry it was just one giant fight today, but it kind of
It was still good. We had our little moment gossiping about Yina, and that was important.
our cameras changed, so well, yeah, it's just Chris and Saint Guard that
I
are
got
mixed up now.
disconnected again.
Mm.
But yeah, I guess we'll go around and do our circle. Let's start with Chris or Shadow, which is currently in Yina's block.
I am a beautiful Asimar.
Air Genasi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're not even
Very
close.
I forgot it was Rindis that was the Asimar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secret
so
Asimar.
I am Priest Reagan. I'm over there. But I am a variety streamer. I'm currently doing playthrough of Bloodlines, and I can't wait for Bloodlines 2. That should be a lot of fun.
What clan are
You
you?
need to stream more to be a variety streamer.
That is very
Called
true.
out.
What clan are you?
Playing through all Malkavian right now.
It's hilarious. I
Oh,
love.
Also, big announcement. Toreadors were announced as the third clan for the new one.
That's
Yeah,
right.
So far, we have Bruja, Tremere, and Toreador for Bloodlines 2. So
Yep.
I'm so ready.
So ready.
That's gonna be a lot.
Give me a La Sombra anti-tribune, please.
It may be happening actually.
I believe it because La Sombra anti-tribune and Bruja kind of chill pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, La Sombra's also got kind of put back into prominence in the last edition, so they'll probably show up.
They're definitely going to be part of the game as playable characters without expansion. It's iffy. They put out a few different like teasers as far as what you could be, and like they're like just basically pictures of runes. So there's a lot of speculation out there. One of them is like kind of like a dark hallway. So they're thinking maybe that's the La Sombra.
It's a dark hallway.
Nice.
Like all of Bloodlines. Lots of dark
I mean, like one of them was a destroyed room with some blood, and it was like, hey, maybe somebody frenzied in here, and that was the one for Bruja, right? So it's kind of like you kind of have to just take context clues. So
yeah, no, it's fair.
I think it's quite possible. It's definitely one of the clans that's in the mix.
Cool. Nice. And when you're not doing that, you family man and sometimes play live Dungeons and Dragons with me and Nerd Fluffle from chat.
We have bunches of fun. But yeah, most of the time I end up coming home and falling asleep on the couch because I'm old. So there's that.
Good job being old. You have circled the sun more times than I have.
It's true.
And that is an impressive feat.
Mm.
All right. I guess we'll move on to Saint Guard, so I don't have to be confused every time I try to read your names anymore.
Me. Hello. My name is Saint Guard, a variety streamer, sometimes stream at tabletop role-playing games. You can find me playing something, strategy games, role-playing games, something else entirely, over at twitch.tv/Saint Guard. Currently, I've been switching off between Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, which are actually in Justice for All now.
Aha.
And Crusader Kings 2 after the end mod, which we've been playing.
Wait, was Emma guilty in that case?
No, she wasn't.
Good.
She was acquitted. It was God, who was the it was the police chief was the guilty party.
Okay, fair. That usually happens in most crimes.
We got Emma.
It's usually the
out.
cops who are the ones who are guilty.
Maya's now guilty for a crime again, so that's fun.
Oh, good job, Maya.
Yeah, we got never mind. I'll talk about it later. But yeah, so you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at St. Garley. That's my username with an L-Y at the end.
And a SoundCloud I saw on the Twitters.
Yeah, I do voice acting as well. So I have a SoundCloud and I have a casting call club. If you want to hire me for voice acting things, you can contact me on Twitter or Discord or SoundCloud or a variety of other places. Like a lot of places. So yeah, I do that. I've been doing a little bit of that. I actually was recording yesterday for a casting call. So yeah, if you want to see my SoundCloud, it is just soundcloud.com/SaintGuard. So you can go there. It doesn't have very much
at the end.
No LY at the end. I actually got Saint Guard on SoundCloud. So
good job, you did it.
Yeah. There's not very much on there because it's literally just like my demos and a thing I did last year for a podcast I used to be on. So yeah, there we go. I should put more stuff on there.
Word. Cool. And Kelsa.
Hello, I'm Kelsa. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa, Twitch and YouTube. It's Kelsa Delphi. I play role-playing games on the internet. Besides D&D here, I also play D&D over on the Greyhawk channel on Tuesday mornings, and on my own channel, we're playing Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands. Love and Banterville Skyfist Dive. It is a sci-fi anime about mechs and romance and revolution. I think I hit the I notes there. And also sexy sword fighting. That's
Sexy
important,
sword
too.
fighting is very important in every day-to-day life.
So sex and Max and sexy Max.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And that game is great, and I love it, and it just keeps getting better and better because Asani's character is the worst, and I love how terrible of a person he is.
There we go.
He's one of those kind of really charismatic douchebags, and she's playing that up real hard. And it's beautiful how he's lighting his own life on fire and then blaming everybody else for it.
That's good. That's a good thing to do, I guess.
Oh man, it's we've definitely
a role playing game.
Yeah,
we've
it is.
definitely peaked into a new arc here as things dynamics have been changing, and the one character who was sort of kind of being hired by one other character, then was sort of kind of their prisoner, is now working for my character. So
Do you put your stuff up on YouTube? I would love to
Yeah.
just. Oh, cool.
you can find it on youtube.com/KelseyDelphi. There's a whole playlist of all of Love and Banterville and Love and Banterville Skype's Dive. We
How
did.
do you change your YouTube URL to be your username? Because mine's
You
still like a string
have
of random
to-
numbers and letters.
You have to have 100 followers and then do some loop-de-loops. There's a place you go
Yeah.
And your
and
shoes
you
are
poke some-
looking cool.
you poke some buttons and you ask really nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you have to
Okay.
wait. It's 100 subscribers and a wait is what you have.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha. Well, we will move on to Rindis, our resident party wipe gamer.
Hello, I'm Rindis at Party Wipe Games. You can find us here on Twitch at Party Wipe Games and also on Twitter at Party Wipe Games. Currently, we cleared our backlog of a lot of games and started up several new games. Tomorrow, you can catch us playing Star Wars. We are playing a Knights of the Old Republic 5th edition conversion that we are calling Age of Infamy. I am playing a no-nonsense Mandalorian bounty hunter that shot our in-disguise Jedi in the face because there was a bounty on her head.
Good.
I actually shot her and a couple of thugs that were trying to shoot up our cantina with one of my wrist rockets, and it was hilarious.
I'm glad you're true to your name, Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm. And basically, she spent the entire combat being knocked unconscious. This is Rez's character because she got crit by the thug leader, and they were like, "Why are you not picking me up or helping me?" I'm like, "Because you're my bounty, and if you're unconscious, it'll be easier to get you later." They're like, "That's fair," and they did eventually get healed. But then I just shot a rocket at them as they were running away with some thugs, and it's like I just blew up this hallway, and it was hilarious.
Awesome.
Yeah, I also voice our engineer's assistant robot too, because I have a voice changer mod. So my Mandalorian keeps their helmet on, and I have a voice changer mod for them, and I have a voice changer mod for the robot, and so I get to play their sassy, not HK-47 robot as well.
Die meatbag.
HK-47 was my favorite character in Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
So good.
Saturdays you can catch us playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Wednesdays and Sundays I'm usually on Forge Breaker's channel playing one of his games, usually Stormsking Thunder, his homebrew game, which is a Civil War designed campaign in the Forgotten Realms. We also play a version of Tomb of Annihilation in that, where I play a twin elf ranger alongside Shay, who's a barbarian. Monday, we started up a new game with Saint Guard. We are playing Mass. It's a superhero drama where everybody is bright, sunshiny, and then there's Shay's dude character who murders people in front of everyone. Also,
Mhm.
I hit one of the heroes with a van, and it was hilarious.
It's a cheerful teenager superhero show, and then there's darkness.
There's
And
dark-
there's this
yeah,
there's
yeah. I got to pull a hard move, and half or most of the group forgot about the bank robber, getaway driver who drove the van into one of the heroes, and it set off a chain reaction of their powers going haywire, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, hard moves are great.
Hard moves are great. But yeah, I think I've covered everything. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Cool. So I'm Outro. This is my channel. I've been doing a lot of Persona 3 streaming for Rise Above Disorder through the entire month of May. I am raising money for that organization who provides. They are a nonprofit that receives money and then provides money to give coverage to people who need mental health care and cannot afford it. They're legit. They're really great people. I've had the opportunity to talk with them and really figure things out. I did just link the Tiltify if anybody wanted to make a donation to that. But on Mondays and Wednesdays, I run from 6 to midnight Eastern Time, Persona 3, and I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream on Memorial Day.
Ooh, have fun with that.
Aside from that, I do Dungeons and Dragons here on Thursdays. We were playing Things from the Flood, but we're shelving that for right now. I kind of dropped the ball the past 2 weeks, and we have one of our players that need to step away from the show for other purposes. So we're gonna be putting that on hold or canceling. I'm not quite sure. But yeah. Other than that, I'm hang out in Far Verona, and I have a Discord channel that I've linked a couple times so far. I didn't do this.
A server even. Not just a
server
channel.
Even. A server. Yeah, I have one single channel.
One channel. That's it. Limited one channel. Get a lot done in one channel.
For sure. But yeah, now it's time for us to awkwardly stumble into the goodbyes. Bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
I will see you all later. Bye. Goodbye.